Hello, everyone. Welcome back, finally, to the 13th week of Altuve Demetrion, a custom TTRPG made by our lovely GM Graham, who doesn't actually know the rules anymore.
Yep. 13 weeks. 13 weeks exactly.
Yeah.
It's been 13 straight weeks.
Yeah.
Every week that we play.
This is week 13, and we're coming back on the
Unlucky
13th week.
13.
So there
This
you
is
go.
okay. This is it's the climax of the movie, and even though most of our squad has been killed and our leg is blown off,
Yep.
we're
I have all
limping
mine.
into the we're gonna limp into the finish line, and we're gonna bring that flag back or whatever the fuck the movie's about, and we're gonna do it, and then we're gonna die right at the end. Like that's where we're at now. So let's go fucking die.
Yay! Let's throw.
Still got half of this book to go through.
Yep. So, welcome back. It's literally been a month and 10 days since we played this game.
Yep.
So there's a lot we're probably going to be real rusty on, but excuse us there.
We'll just swing it.
Yeah, so we're missing two of our players, but again, this is like the situation where we kept waiting for the fucking
Things were happening.
stars to align, and it just never aligned, so we're just going to forge ahead with a couple of missing people.
Well, they're actually never coming back. Those two people have quit this game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna eventually, I'll fix the overlay for next week, but for now, I mean, unfortunately, this is how we have to go.
Take your final look at those character portraits that
Yeah.
were stolen from the internet.
Take those final looks at those stat blocks that are essentially meaningless without context.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and introduce everyone who's playing today. First up, we have the one, the only, Mr. Wreckage playing Roland.
Hello!
You found one.
He lost his cup, but he found something.
New cup. We're
A new
calling
cup.
this Cup 2.
Cup 2, yeah. Up next, we have Gamer Siren playing Jenny.
Hey.
I will be taking on the voice and
I forgot about
the
that.
overlay of Kadon.
Oh God, the sound in Graham's voice.
Yes.
The sound in your voice when you said I forgot about this is
This is why the game stopped playing, because
is
I.
exact sound that my heart made when I heard him start doing it again.
I love it.
And last but not least, we have our game master, Graham.
Yeah. No, it's fun. It's fine. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my map. Yeah, don't. Yep. Role-playing games, right?
Role-playing games. So, we last left off. We were running towards uncertain doom at the
No, what
entrance
happened was
for.
you guys were, going into the basically temple is there. It's very spooky, and I used a lot of big adjectives to describe it.
Rocks.
I'm that, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember all that?
Mhm.
It's very It's very impressive, and because I'm really smart.
Yeah, no, you were totally capable.
I was totally capable of reading those words off of this page.
Yep.
You guys were approaching the very dank, even though it's daytime, it's still cloudy for some reason, you know. But this dark and dusty temple with very macabre, like smiling, grinning, gargoyle-like faces that are jutting from the sides of the building. All of the trees are dead around it. There's, crows flying around, and you see crows in the distance just kind of circling above the temple itself. Next to the temple, however, in the same courtyard is a tower with the top half blown off of it. The rest of it is who knows where. And as the party approached the temple, very heroically, they were fired upon by a lot of archers from the tower.
I'll have you know, his lordship is
So
very
now-
stealthy.
So now the Earth Elemental is now guarding them as the party advances on the tower.
His lordship, actually.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, you don't need to address the narrator.
I actually do.
Doesn't work that way.
Otherwise, we start talking about chimichangas.
Anyway, I've since logged
Oh
on
my
that
God.
actually had an initiative rolls on it. So we're gonna do that again.
Sick. Or we could
Probably-
just scroll
it's probably
up.
Be in roll 20. I don't remember how to do anything.
We could just scroll up. I mean,
Yeah, I see. Well, I mean, let's roll better initiatives though, because it's not like mine was shitty.
God, how do you roll initiative in your
Oh my
fucking
God.
game, Graham?
It's a D20, and then you're gonna subtract the speed of your action.
That's right. And if you don't have an action, it just whatever.
It's whatever, man.
Yeah, I improved my initiative by 4.
Ah.
Wait.
Okay.
And his lordship works on when I work, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, let me. I gotta join in the game first to see the rolls. You can just tell me the rolls.
7 for me. Well, actually, I got 17. Sorry, my bad. I misread that. It's definitely a 17.
No. That's a 7.
That's 7. Got it.
Yeah. I got a 10.
Okay, and Ginny.
How do I roll again?
How do I roll again? Hold on.
Doing these in 2 sets for 2 different types of enemies.
Hmm,
That's not great.
mine-
Yeah.
minus 2. 5?
Okay, also not great.
Nope.
His lordship goes first.
Yeah, he does. Okay, so he's guarding. He's pretty big. Okay, everybody's able to hold behind him. Meanwhile, Ansel and Cub are still there. What happens to them will become apparent shortly.
Oh, man.
I hope it's better than they just got shot by arrows and die.
That's
It's
what I'm
better than
saying.
that.
Are they gonna
Okay.
get ripped apart like Walzer?
Well, no, it's better.
He didn't quit this game though.
No,
No,
he got murdered.
His player just got stubborn and killed him.
I was playing as Walzer, man.
I don't know. I have always defended your decision. I just will never stop making fun of you for it.
It's fine. No.
All right, what now?
Kadon and Lordship go seemingly simultaneously. They've been, I believe, several. Has anybody been shot? Miraculously, everybody's healed of whatever damage he sustained last game.
Nice!
Yay!
I think the only one was fucking
Me.
Cub and Jenny, but that whatever.
Yeah, it's so long. The audience has forgotten. I've forgotten.
I forgot. I wrote everything down.
All right. So I grab onto the leg of his lordship and we walk together. We walk over to the tower. Can we do
We
that?
follow behind so we don't get hit by arrows
Yeah.
because
Okay, so
the golem's in the way.
So that's all of your turns. Good.
Yep.
Okay. Doop, doop. At this point, during your next turn, you'll be able to make it to the tower if you so choose.
Wait, can his lordship pick up a boulder and throw it at the tower?
Sure, if he wants to.
Sure, I'll do that.
What kind of boulder?
Just
What are you feeling?
I don't know, I imagine.
Like a loose gravestone.
I imagine there's like a lot of like rubble.
You explain some rocks. You
Yeah.
explain some rubble. He picks up the biggest one that is there, and
I just fucking throw it at the top of the tower.
Okay.
Sup?
Have him roll a d20
Okay.
plus 15.
Okay. Oh, what was his lordship's health, by the way? Did we
Now roll it again.
roll it again? 30.
30 damage. Boom.
I think that was unskilled, so I needed to get 30, right?
Yeah, sort of. Okay, so what you guys see is his lordship, Earth Elemental, picks up I'm gonna say it's like the lid of a sarcophagus that's there.
It just frisbees it at the guys.
Yeah, and like takes it with both hands and like spins around
Shot.
once and throws it, and blows a huge chunk out of the tower, and 3 different guys go tumbling out and land on their faces and die.
Sick.
Oh, my turn. My turn. I throw bombs at the tower. Let's collapse the whole fucking thing.
Okay, it's pretty long throw.
Well, you said I could move there in the next turn. Just
Well,
surely.
now hold on. You can move there on your next turn. Okay.
This is the turn that's thrown. Never
I
mind.
was- He's moving and throwing like simultaneously. You guys are walking behind him this turn.
I have
So,
74 HP.
Okay, fine.
HP.
Okay, Roland is
HP.
walking behind him. Bombs at the ready.
Bombs at the ready.
Knees deep,
Okay.
arm spaghetti.
Does
Bombs
he,
on
like,
his
put
shirt
him in, like,
already.
this giant light stick and like sling him at him?
I never got a sling.
No, he should have.
Yeah, we should. Well, I was too overpowered already. I was blowing
Oh,
everything
okay.
up. I don't need slings. So now I just roll with, boom, 20. I throw a bomb. I try and throw it at a structurally thin part of the tower. I mean, it looks like it's mostly falling apart anyway.
Oh, not the bottom. Top is.
Yeah, so I'll try and get it up there or something. Get it up on like a staircase or something. Blow up the part that's all crappy.
Oops.
And then, you know...
Well, that should be plus 10. 24. Okay. Okay. Bunch of, like, dust and debris, little chunks and chips of rock.
Woo!
Okay, foot soldiers. A volley of arrows comes your way. Well, comes the lordship's way anyway. Yeah, something like that. What's the lordship's AC? Just 15?
It's 15, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. How about...
Straight up,
3, 5.
dink, 15. It's not hard to hit him. He's just got lots of health.
Yeah, these guys are, you know, perhaps less trained than others. These are the normal foot soldiers, of which there are 5.
Okay.
2 damage.
Yeah!
72 health.
8 damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
64.
8 damage.
Okay, that's
56.
56, yeah.
Oh, nothing.
Heals 5. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll rub some dirt on it, your lordship. You'll be fine. I'll start
Okay.
massaging his ankles.
Next thing that happens, my leaders will 2 spears. Oh yeah, I forgot archers shoot twice. So
How many? Didn't we kill those archers then?
We just killed 3.
You killed
and
3
that
of
was
them. There were 8, and then there were 3. There were 2 lieutenants and a leader.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, and so second volley of arrows. They fire twice. 5 hits.
51 health.
9.
I get
42
9. I get 3 HP back.
No.
No.
10.
32 health. Jeez.
6.
Damn.
26 health.
26 health in one. He just dropped 50 health basically in one round.
All right, Graham. I
Got to throw more.
his lordship belly flops on all of them at the same time.
Okay. Well, they're on like the 3rd story of this tower.
Didn't he
And you're
throw
on the-
bombs
and
at the
you're on
tower?
ground.
Or did that not do anything?
He threw a bomb at the tower.
And I did damage to the tower.
Yeah.
All right, his lordship is going to get to the tower, and he's just going to
It's
fucking...
not his turn. Slow
it's
down,
not?
cowboy.
Ah.
Cowboy.
That was the archers. Then Ginny goes.
Oh, yeah, Jenny.
Everybody's up on the tower though, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold my turn then.
Okay. Now my lieutenant.
Launch a fireball or something!
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you sure you don't want to try a cub and throw one of my bombs? It's only episode 13. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
No, I'll wait.
Now my 2 leaders coming at you with 2 spears on the lordship. Okay.
How are they reaching me with spears?
Throwing spears.
Oh,
Throwing
okay.
spears from the 3rd story.
Yeah, take that,
Jet
spear
blade.
man.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
That's too much. 14.
Critical, actually.
Yeah. We'll call it 14.
Oh, okay. Are you sure you don't want to make that 28, which will instantly kill his
So
lordship?
15.
Nah. We'll say there's a spear through him,
Oh.
which I should make one of them hit you also, but I won't do that.
So 15 off of 26 is
11. I'm an 11. So.
11 health on the lordship. Ouch.
Okay. And now the last letter. You hear a bunch of shouting and a bunch of like what sounds like slinging of bows back over shoulders and maybe some footsteps down some stairs. You know, they're not moving or anything, but they're doing something inside the tower. You can hear shouting and, "Hey, go over there! Get downstairs!"
Okay.
I'm totally going to throw a bomb in that same place, which is probably right where they're trying to escape from. And then the stairs will be gone, maybe, or something.
His
So
lord...
basically, what you guys see at the base of the tower is basically just a big, what appears to be recently refashioned wooden door. Basically 10 feet, not 10 feet, like 6 feet wide and about 10 feet tall,
Okay.
and it's closed.
Okay.
I throw another bomb up to the
Hey, Doc.
3rd floor.
All right. So,
Throw another rock.
His lordship is going to walk over to the tower.
Okay.
He's going to punch the tower, and he's going to swing his hand inside of it like this.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Like this means nothing.
Oh yeah, he's gonna put his hand in, and he's gonna sweep it across the floor, whatever, killing, attempting to hurt anyone inside. Sort of like a Godzilla would do, almost.
I'm going to remind Dave, because he seems to have forgotten, that these people are at the top of the tower
That's
and
the
we're at the
best.
bottom.
I see exactly what he was talking about, though.
Yeah.
First of all, they're at the top of the tower. Second of all, he's not that big.
Oh, okay. Well,
He's not Godzilla, as you would have me, as you would suggest.
Well, I don't know. I didn't think this tower was like that tall. I thought it was like
It's
2 stories.
It's 3 stories.
3 stories? Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
it's 3 stories. It's big enough to have 8 archers on top. So
Okay.
it's a
Well,
lot of-
I will throw another rock then.
Ah, that sounds good. Do the same roll again.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
critical 1.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
all
so
now.
Lordship, because he's really good at throwing things, apparently, we've decided. We've decided through play, and he was able to calculate using his mastery of spatial geometry where the soldiers would be on their way downstairs, and he throws the rest of the sarcophagus that he picks up and hauls over there. Okay, and
His lordship's
you
very
see-
intelligent.
blows a hole through the side of the tower. You see the stairs have been destroyed, so they're all stranded up at the top of the tower. Okay? One of the guys goes, ah! And like, he
Falls
runs
Ah!
downstairs, but now the stairs aren't there anymore, so he just falls headlong off the stairs down.
He
on
does
the
a
ground.
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
You hear like his neck snap as he hits the ground.
Ooh.
Yeah, not a way to go.
He'll be
Okay.
fine.
Roland, you were saying.
Yeah. Now there's a big gaping hole. Can I get a better look of this sort of structural integrity of the upstairs that they're standing on? Is there a better place to put a bomb to make the whole thing fall, perhaps?
If you were able to like get a bomb onto the stairs. Yeah.
I'm throwing it at the stairs. Let's do it.
Okay.
It's the final roll to 2, so I completely miss.
All right.
Yeah. See, it's all about
It's all
faking.
mind games.
Yeah, it's mind games. You see, you gotta fake them out. That's what you gotta do. I haven't quite found Roland's voice again.
You're getting there.
All right. Let's see. We've
Yeah,
got,
you get there.
The 4 archers that were making their way downstairs. The 4 still alive archers are going to basically turn around and go back upstairs.
Nice.
Bad idea.
Wise plan.
And you don't see them anymore. Okay. The lieutenants and the leader and all that. You continue to hear shouting, and you hear some metal clanks and clacks, and you say, "Oh, tie that rope over there!" Rah! And there's still work happening. Their morale has not been shaken as of yet, bizarrely. Which, normal soldiers that you would encounter out in the rest of the world would probably be shaken by that. But these soldiers are not, and that might tell you something about the nature of these people.
Yeah, they're soldiers, professional soldiers.
Okay, Jenny.
Okay, so, this is gonna be the worst idea ever. Roland, give me one of your grenades.
Uh-oh.
This is a bad idea, but I will do it.
I'm ready.
you gonna fucking carpet bomb them as a bird? Is that
Okay,
what's
yeah,
going?
that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Okay, I will have you recall that the last time you used a weapon didn't end well. for
But
you
she did
after
carpet
that.
bomb these guys last time, if you remember
Yeah,
correctly.
I did last time.
Remember?
Did we actually?
Did 'em.
Remember at the front of the Wiseman Tower,
I
and
got the pictures.
and then that undead army was like, all right, line up, form up,
Yeah.
and then
I think we didn't count bombs as weapons in that instance.
Fair enough.
she-
Let's do it. Why not?
All right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Roland,
Yes,
put it
and.
up. All right. So I'm going to.
Roland, hold my beer. I'm gonna fly this bomb up there.
Shape shift into an
Watch
eagle,
this.
and I'm gonna pick up the bomb, and I'm gonna fly to the top of the tower and drop the
Yep.
bomb.
Okay. On anybody in particular?
No, just in the center.
Okay. Fair enough.
So it's what 1d20 for a bomb?
that's to
Yeah.
place it somewhere,
Yeah.
but you're
Roll
still trying to
1d20.
Just
Let's
drop
see. I'm gonna make sure if you hit, you get it on the floor in the midst of all these soldiers that are milling about and tying ropes and throwing ropes down the hole.
And then it's 3 6
attempting
damage.
attempting to perhaps rappel down the rest of the tower,
All right.
which would be pretty cool. But
Alright.
yeah, just roll 1d20, just see if you can get it on there. If you're gonna drop it,
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. 13.
fair enough. Okay, now 3d6.
3d6.
I like the idea.
10 damage.
Uh-huh.
Big money.
Uh-huh.
Big money.
Average, above average, and below average. So it's perfectly average.
Well, I don't think it works like that. I guess it does. It's about an average of 3.5.
Well, right. So yeah, if the perfect
average
average pulse is 9, and they got 10, so it's 9.5. I think is the total average roll for 3d6. So slightly above average.
Well, okay,
And
if you say so.
I mean, I'm no mathlete.
I am, and I disagree.
His lordship is.
Okay, so yeah, Ginny, when you drop this bomb, it's lit already, right? Just so you're ready to go, and
Yep.
you drop it, and like
Yep.
this one guy catches it like it's a baseball, and he's like, ugh, and he's like, oh no, what is this? And he blows up, and then you can see through his torso after it blows up, and then he falls in the hole and dies.
oh,
Woo! You got him.
yay!
Yeah,
Wasn't
'cause
a bad moment after all.
6 and 5 are both abdomen, so it's like a lot.
Yeah.
So he sees a glint dropping from the sky, and his dog-like reflexes makes him want to catch it.
Yep.
He was too fast for his own good.
His race was Dogman, whatever that is.
Dog man.
Okay, Ginny, you're still up there, so you notice, you see the lieutenant and the leader do their turn, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And what the first one does is that he basically grabs this rope and rappels down the tower. Can't use the stairs anymore, so he basically
Right.
rappels down to the next level where the stairs are complete, and jumps off very dexterously, very dashingly, and begins to run down the stairs. The lieutenants follow his lead.
Oh my god, I'm swooning.
Okay. Back to Kadon.
I swoon! No, how
Tip
many...
the tower over. I don't know. That's probably impossible.
Yeah, can I grab the tower and try and push it onto the guy that just fell off of it?
You're not
The
you're not that
whole
big.
tower. He's
Karate kick
Godzilla
it.
size, Graham. We've established it.
I'm trying to get an idea how tall he is in my mind, but maybe
Is
it's
it
a very
big?
short 3 stories.
He's 9. His lordship is 9 feet tall. Okay,
But to
nobody-
Kadon, it's like fucking 3 feet tall.
Yeah, but also the tower is that much.
relative to the tower.
Yeah, it's fucking like he's big compared to you, but so is the fucking tower. The tower looks like a fucking obelisk in the.
All right, so I'll throw another rock at. You said a group of people jumped off, or just one?
Yes, but only Ginny saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck. I'll just keep throwing rocks, man.
All right.
Gotta kill those snipers.
Sniper, no snipey.
Oh yeah, still good. Okay. Ginny, what you saw the leader and his 2 lieutenants rappel down to the next floor. Just as the second lieutenant manages to catch his footing on the stairs below, a rock flies through the tower, severing the rope and also destroying part of the floor, which causes 2 more guards to tumble to their deaths or
Holy Jesus.
near deaths. And it also almost hit you, and you gotta like duck out of the way, otherwise
Swoop.
the rock was gonna get you.
Swoop sideways.
Oh yeah, because you're a bird. Yeah.
Yep.
It's very impressive.
Dive and weave.
Dive and weave.
Roland,
You
what's
gotta
up?
float like a butterfly and sting like a hawk that you are.
Eagle.
Uh,
Eagle. I like
eagle.
a fly like an eagle.
Into the future, I throw a bomb at a wall or a floor or whatever. Really, I mean, let's just destroy a tower. Come on, let's do it.
Wreckage came in like a wrecking ball.
I came in like a wrecking Roland.
Okay. Roll damage.
Roll 3d6. Low damage, hugely
Oh.
below average.
You
Critical.
rolled 1d6 and you got a 6.
All right.
Good job.
A lot more dust, clouds.
Ah, god damn it! That was a confetti bomb, not a real bomb.
A bunch of dust clouds Ginny's vision.
That seems really useful at parties.
Well, you see, I'm already looking ahead to our victory celebration.
But you just threw the victory celebration.
I'll make another victory celebration.
Oh, well, good.
I'll make it bigger.
Nice.
All right, you guys see the two remaining basic foot soldiers attempt to leap the chasm that was formed between the two sets of stairs, because now that the platform has been destroyed, also they can't actually even rappel down. All that's left is a little section of stairs and the remaining section of stairs.
You won't make it. You're a really bad jumper.
These guys aren't great. They're-
Me and Kate are just down there. Whiff, 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 whiff,
Okay,
whiff.
first-
Choke, 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 choke.
First soldier fails.
Yay.
Second soldier critically fails.
Wah!
Ah! Good. A bunch of like raining arrows just kind of fall after them, harmlessly. But actually, the guy that critically failed, all of his arrows fall out of his quiver, and he falls past them, lands on the ground, and then all of the arrows fall into him.
He's heavier than the arrows, and then he's
Yeah.
like, what bad thing could happen next? And it just gets all stabbed by arrows. Ooh.
Okay, Jenny.
Love it. It's good to be back,
I'm
Altuve.
going to
Good to be back.
make my way back down to the other two gentlemen's.
Yeah.
Three!
Diving. You mean the party, not the
Yeah.
lieutenants and the leader.
Yeah, definitely on my party, not the bad guys.
There's 3 gentlemen.
Who says they're bad?
Well, they're shooting at us.
They shoot at us unprovoked, makes them bad.
What if we're the bad guys?
Fair enough. As far as I'm concerned, you're the intruders, but neither here nor there.
We never crossed a fence or a threshold or a do not enter sign. By law, they are not allowed to kill us to defend their property, even if it is their property, because they didn't clearly mark it.
Americans!
Roland, do you have the law skill?
I
shape
think-
shift
actually.
back into myself. You do?
Yeah, I got a bunch of useless bullshit skills.
Yeah.
Got like a gazillion int, so it's just like skill, 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 skill.
Ow.
Okay. Anyway, Jenny, what happened? You came back down. That's like
Yeah, and I shape
third
shifted
of
back
your
into
turn.
myself.
Yes, shape shifted back. Good. There you are. What else?
I tell them what I saw.
Okay, there's 3 guys coming down, guys. 2 lieutenants and a leader. The leader was characterized by purple cape with one of those yellow eyes that we saw previously.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's it.
I have a solution.
Who launched
Graham?
the rocket?
When it's my turn, I will set up a tripwire on the door.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's their turn first.
Well, if they come through the door before then that solution, it'll be literally as I say, I have a solution. Bump, the door opens.
I don't have a solution.
That's more or less what happened. Their entire turn is spent coming down the stairs, and at the end of their turn, they basically take the bar off of the door, and one of the lieutenants opens the door. You see that the other 2 are brandishing, swords. as you
How
might
close to
expect.
the doorway are they, Graham?
They are standing just within the doorway.
Alright.
Okay, this is about 10 feet from y'all.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yes.
His lordship will run up and kick the doorway.
Okay.
Just like, whoa! And just put his foot in the doorway as hard as he can. And kick them. What do I need to roll?
Let's roll 1d20.
Okay. I got a 2.
You are rebuffed by sturdy craftsmanship.
Ow, my foot.
Hey, Roland.
Alright, he'll
Alright.
stand in front of the door.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Does Kadon need to do anything else? Kadon himself?
I can't heal him, so there's not much I
His
can do.
lordship has ruined my door plan, right?
Yeah, very clearly, yes.
Well, I mean, you can set a tripwire outside of it now. I'm
So that
blocking
the
them.
lordship will,
Yeah. And then he will
won't ever
step.
activate.
No, he'll step back over it and then run away and let these guys come out, and then they can trip over the tripwire. The idea was I want to keep them blocked in the doorway so that when I do remove my foot, there will be a tripwire waiting for them.
I'm
They
not
won't
stoked about
see
the
you.
Lordship's ability to navigate over a tripwire.
Well, he'll most likely die in this round, so
So then I just pack a bunch of explosives in his Lordship, and we let him go bear hug the guy. No.
suicide will be his lordship.
Yeah, well, why don't you just keep him inside, and I'll put the tripwire on the door frame, and when they kill him and come out...
He's enormous. Not a single door will hold him.
Well, he's inside already, isn't he?
His foot
No,
is.
he's outside.
Just his foot is inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
It's like his foot and then his leg or whatever.
Interesting.
So yeah, his foot is actually occupying the door.
Yeah.
Oh, then I put the tripwire behind it.
Behind him.
Well, behind the foot, and then the foot would just be lifted out, so it wouldn't trigger the tripwire, theoretically. As it's only a single foot inside.
Okay.
That's what I do on my turn, and I am complete.
Okay, so you're standing right there next to the tripwire.
Done.
Oh, no, I move away, because I'm smart.
Okay, you run up and affix the tripwire to the ground, adjacent to his lordship's heel,
Yeah.
Mhm.
whatever that heel looks like, just a blob of mud, and run away really quickly,
Yep.
right?
Whee! Yep.
Fire in the hole, he says.
Fire in the hole!
He says in
And
the
then,
morning.
like, and no one knows what that means.
Yeah.
I invented that
No.
phrase to mean something
Why would
important.
someone put a fire inside of a hole?
Well, actually, it allows you to have a hidden campfire if you're trying to sleep at night without anyone knowing your location. You just have to build a correctly ventilating ditch alongside of it.
Why would you need light if you're going to sleep?
Heat!
Okay,
What?
first of all,
Why don't you just sleep in the dirt?
Ginny,
Dirt's cold.
What in the world are you guys up to?
Talking about camping.
Ginny, what do you say?
What do I say?
Yeah, what's up? Your turn.
What say you, Jenny?
Well, I noticed that the guys are running away from the door.
We're like running away having this conversation about a fire in a hole. And it's just like, okay.
So I'm going to hold my action to see what the heck's going to happen.
Okay.
So I don't die.
Nice.
First things first, you hear the lieutenants and the leader. They can't really move, obviously. Like I said before, his foot's in the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you do hear them talking. You hear them specifically mention that it's an earth elemental. Okay.
They know.
Well, I mean, it's a walking pile of mud, so... I mean...
Typically in Roland's experience and maybe Ginny's experience, that would be privileged information.
Yeah, also, they just called your lordship an earth elemental.
I'm not there, so...
Here you are.
Yeah, you are.
I'm with Roland, wherever he's
You
at.
can still hear
I
him.
can. I heard it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
You
his lordship!
Okay.
That sounds like I threw Kate on. It's his lordship.
One of these days, someone is going to get thrown by his lordship. Let's be
Okay,
real.
so one of the they're gonna take one of them's gonna take a swipe at his lordship's foot.
Probably killing him. He does more than 11 HP, that is.
Well, we'll see. 16.
Yeah, he
Yes.
did. He
Wow.
did.
Look at that damage.
That's disgusting.
Is that all of it?
Yeah, that's all of it.
Okay. Turns into a pile of mud.
Does it fall and trip the wire?
Thankfully, all the mud rolls underneath the tripwire part, so it's fine.
Yeah. Woo! Mud.
See, I'm on
Is it-
your side.
Isn't it fascinating how mud works?
Yeah,
If anything, it gives the tripwire more camouflage.
Ooh.
I suppose.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
they don't know what tripwires are anyway, which has been the constant advantage of
Yep.
my
Medieval times.
This guy sees something falling on him. He's like, "Oh, what's that?" Clink. Oh, it's got a fuse.
Someone
What's
threw a
fuse?
ball at me. I don't understand.
Someone threw a cylinder with a burning candle wick in it. I will stare at this intently.
I will sell this to the candle maker as a weird object.
Okay, Kadon then.
Yes. I start crying.
Okay, fair enough. Roll.
And then I dig a hole and I start like preparing
Another
to make
one.
another elemental. So this is a 5-turn countdown thing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling anything else?
I ready an explosive for when they trip the trip mine to follow up on it. So I
Jenny,
remember
anything else?
Hey, I'm gonna go over to Kadon and protect him from any oncoming attackers.
With what?
Myself.
Just your body?
Yep.
Okay.
I
Girl,
have
look at that
daggers.
body.
Okay. The lieutenant who basically killed his lordship will exit the tower. And,
Killing himself.
He's very surprised when he hears like a metallic clinking sound, and then he disintegrates. But how much damage is that?
Lower than possibly low. I've got
Oh
two
my
nuts
god!
today. Ah. Oh, well, I guess it's a good thing that I readied that other explosive that I can throw right now.
Well, you can't on your turn. Oh yeah.
I think it's
No.
just the dice.
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
It's sobbing throat singing, if I remember correctly now. Yeah. Oh,
and then managed to miss the other one.
Which
Dang.
does a decent damage to part of the wall of the tower, maybe.
Boom.
Okay, so the lieutenant is mostly covered in mud. That's pretty much it. Other than that, he's got like a cut in his arm.
He's got some shrapnel damage, but it's not really all that big of a.
Oh man,
guys,
my leather
we're in
boot.
trouble.
So more than anything, he's just sort of muddy and surprised. And you see, like in the movies, when he's all covered in mud, and then his eyes show up in the midst of the mud
Yeah.
as he shakes it all off.
Jenny,
Yes.
I'm gonna throw more of these because we're gonna die.
Ooh.
The other lieutenant and the leader, well, they have swords. They'll very warily looking at the ground around them for evidence of another one of those, whatever that was.
There's loads of them. I filled the whole field with them.
Who are you? The leader
Yeah.
says.
I am Roland.
What is this?
You're Doombringer.
Yeah. What is this magic?
I am incredibly powerful with the art of explosion-mancy.
What's that?
It is when you mancy explosions. I'll show you. I throw another bomb.
You know, I totally forgot that Richter's around here somewhere.
Yeah, he is.
Somewhere.
Oh, he's up there. He's just watching. No, it's fine. He went the other way for some reason. He's
7
back-
spells come out of nowhere, saving the party from certain
Yeah, I know.
doom.
That would have been dramatic, wouldn't it, if I hadn't
Yeah.
said it? Okay.
Roland rolls a 14 on the other bomb he threw.
Well, it's not his turn.
Yeah, I know. I was wanted to see if I could trick them into talking long enough for me to throw another bomb.
And to let Kadon maybe like raise another
Well,
golem.
they will basically advance, on the same plane as the other lieutenant, and they're kind of, in front of the tower now, not very far, but far enough that they wanted to charge you, any of you they could. Kadon. Being useless, Roland.
What do you say?
You can bring him back like any time.
It takes 5 turns.
There we go. That's way above average damage for once. Kill them all.
4, 5,
I say.
6.
Okay.
Head, booty.
No, that's like you blew one of their legs off.
That should
So-
definitely.
Ooh, explosion mancy! I toss a grenade to Jenny that's not lit.
Yep.
Okay.
Throw
I catch it.
we'll say that guy screams in agony. As
It's
he
drowned
falls
out by
around,
my
missing,
screams of agony.
missing a leg. Meanwhile, one of the other guys, well, the leader actually takes shrapnel damage in the torso. It clinks and clacks off of his metal armor, though. Not completely, but a lot of it is absorbed.
All right.
His very fancy plate armor.
Yes, plate.
Okay, that happened. During the rest of the scene, I want you to, in your mind, superimpose the sound of agonized screaming.
Mm-hmm. Can do.
Jenny,
I throw the other lit grenade that I've got.
how'd you light it?
It's a twistable.
It's twistable.
Fine.
No!
Oh, we should have learned.
Okay, roll 1d100.
Oh my
Why didn't we learn?
I can't on.
And this is where the game ends because Jenny killed everyone in the party.
Well, listen, she may have killed both of you two, but I'm not standing next to you, so
Roll 1d100.
33.
hopefully that's better than like 99.
Roll 3d6 for the damage of the bomb.
Oh, low damage, low damage, low damage, low damage.
Ah!
Slightly above average damage. So pretty bad.
Okay, it's not the worst thing in the world. She throws it, but does that thing where it spins so much, her hands are sweaty, and
Knees
it
deep.
flops out of her hand onto the ground, and blows shrapnel into her legs, and her cuts get filled with dirt and grime and corpse dust.
That's what you want in your dirt, in your cuts. I mean,
Yeah, and also a little bit, actually a lot of it in the abdomen, and her abdomen gets cut up, and she's bleeding minorly.
All right.
only minor bleeding.
Okay, minor bleeding from the torso. Her legs are major bleeding.
Uh-oh.
Okay, not the 18 damage that Cub rolled, but you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
Oh,
Not
I
dead.
forgot to mention. Let's flashback back to the first round, whenever Ansel and Cub are still there, and we see
I still have my legs.
it's in sepia tone.
sepia tone.
And for some reason, Kadon's like really tall in this memory. Like,
He's real muscular.
real muscular and handsome and shit. Like,
No, so what happened was that Ansel went to fire from the back, and nobody really saw him. But when he fired, his bow snapped in half. Oh no! Yeah, and he went into some sort of bizarre fugue state and ran into the woods, and Cub went after him.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. That works.
Okay, back to
Get married and live
snap back to
happily ever
reality.
after.
oops, there
Whoop,
goes
there
gravity.
goes gravity. Yup.
Yeah, that's good. Okay,
Oops, there goes gravity.
that didn't go so well.
Why didn't we learn?
You're the one that handed it to me.
Okay, the lieutenant and the leader, they will both charge the explosion mancer.
Roll.
There you go,
Stay
roll.
back! I am an explosive myself.
I gained sentience due to other explosions happening. It's a long story, often found in the Marvel comics.
You got 18 armor class, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh shit. These
And
guys are waltzes, man.
Fucks up my armor. Something fierce. Ah, they're attacking more than once.
Yeah, they do. No, that was there's just 2 locations.
Oh, okay. What's the damage?
So basically, armor shredded. We'll just say that because 4 and 6 is like arm and abdomen, right?
Right. So I had.
Took 9 to the arm, but I'll let some of that be absorbed by the armor. So you got a huge gash in your arm. Okay.
Ow.
You still managed to get a lot of bleeding. Major
Outer
bleeding.
layer of armor probably totally destroyed.
Outer layer damage definitely destroyed. Your armor class is now 17.
Uh huh.
Okay. You also still have a huge cut in your arm, left arm. Okay.
Ow.
Yeah. And it's pretty deep. That's major bleeding. Meanwhile, the other one, abdomen, minor bleeding in there. You know, priorities and all that.
Ow.
Okay. And they're also right next to you. They say, "Don't try anything else."
You have angered the explosion mancer.
Kadon, what do you do? Okay, that's 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Roland.
I take out my bundle of 5 explosives,
Killing
Light
us
it.
all.
drop it where I'm standing, and then try and run away.
Okay, they do get attacks of opportunity as you break melee combat.
I have no other option.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot 17. That's 11.
Ow. 4.
Okay.
Well,
so you,
this game lasted not even an hour before the party killed themselves, so yeah.
Too few players.
yeah, something like that.
Roll's about to be paused.
Okay.
4.
So you feel like white hot steel kind of cut through the supple flesh near your.
Oh, I
sides,
bet it. I
like-
bet it's fucking supple under that armor.
Like near your kidneys, but not quite there. Okay. And you also have major bleeding there. I need you to make. Oh, that's not your turn. But you also have major bleeding there. Okay.
It is my turn because these are attacks of opportunity. Because
Yeah. Okay, it is your turn. Make a Constitution check.
Yeah.
1d20 plus whatever my Constitution is. I look over.
1 million.
27.
Okay, so that first
Yeah.
major bleeding is now minor. Now you also have another major bleeding though.
Okay. Ow.
Anyway, you managed to get away. You run out of the sword.
Yeah. Ugh.
Wow.
It does hurt on the way back. Okay. Anyway, it's a big explosion. Okay, you're gonna have to jump. You know, like
Boom!
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol when the Kremlin explodes. It's like that.
I've
I'm
never
just
seen that.
switching my armor out, right, for civilian clothes.
Yeah.
And and putting on shades when boom, 49 damage.
Did
Yeah.
the shades get blown off?
Yeah. No, they're fine. Once the smoke clears and we see that the shades are fine, they disintegrate into 100 million pieces and fall off.
Yup. Poof.
You accepted your
And
mission,
then-
apparently.
and then just like Johnny Cage, he pulls out a new pair and puts them on.
No,
Okay,
one pair disintegrates off, and there's another pair underneath.
I do have to have a comically oversized pair of shades because they have to fit over my comically oversized helmet.
I'm going to
How do you see out of that? I don't.
try something different. For the 1 through 10 is going to be first guy, and 11 through 20 is going to be second guy.
Oh.
Makes sense.
That second guy's toast.
Is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's pretty even split.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty even split. They both get like 25 damage.
They're both dead.
I regret a lot of things.
They're not both dead. And remember, they have a plate armor, both of them, which just like Roland's absorbs some amount of damage.
What about heat? Did they
Okay.
get cooked in there?
Concussive.
They get like cook's tan, like Smith's tans.
Oh, it's so hot in here.
Okay.
You better
Yeah.
take off your armor.
Whether
It's
they're
getting
alive, whether they're alive or not remains to be seen until it's their turn. Ginny.
Everybody's
Uh,
dying.
No, well, I'm gonna rip off some of my cowl and use it to wrap my legs
Okay.
to stop the bleeding.
Okay. Make Constitution check.
The gods have
Or-
seconds.
you want to do healing first? You want to count that as healing?
Can I?
Yeah.
Or should
roll,
I-
roll healing, and then you also roll a Constitution check. Basically, get 2 of those. to Stop bleeding.
All right.
So into intellect or intelligence rather for healing first.
Mm-hmm. Go get a 20.
33.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Crushed it.
Down
And
to
then
regular minor bleeding, and then you can roll Constitution check at the end of your turn.
20.
Okay. So you're
Crushed
fine.
it.
Don't worry about you.
My legs are fine.
Yeah. You're fine in general.
Whoa.
Okay.
Even better.
Me with that fucking
And
roll.
anything else to do?
Is Roland okay?
You're not sure. He was pitched forward by the force of his explosion. You saw like a spray of blood.
You did
That-
see.
that-
You did
saw
also
a
see.
giant explosion.
You also saw that the whole thing happened in slow motion, and you don't know
How-
what that meant.
Far away is Roland from where I'm at?
Let's call it 15 feet.
How far away? Okay, so then
You got
Yeah.
trounced with a bunch of like just like dust and corpse, not
Pebbles.
corpse flesh, corpse, pebbles and
Right, but
corpse dirt.
there's no other bad guys around us other than those dudes,
No, there's like a cloud where there was once some bad guys.
but not now.
Well,
All
who
right,
knows?
so
The
I'm
smoke
gonna
is.
try to.
There's a big cloud.
It's the cloud still there?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you ever seen an explosion happen before?
Well, yeah, because I've been around you.
Well, yeah. clouds-
Everyone has like face masks now because of you, so like.
Yeah, I know,
Welders
right?
masks.
Um,
Oop,
I'm gonna call
there's
out-
Roland and his boys over there.
Roland, are you okay?
I ran away from a sword inside of my stomach.
Roland, I imagine your ears are ringing again as they are wont to do.
So yeah, I do not respond because I hear nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you guys feel about
Kaden.
taking a break after your turn?
So what happens is you see the smoke clearing and you see the lieutenant and the leader like basically staggering very slowly back to take a knee.
Mm-hmm.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
To take a knee. we're all just gonna take a knee and first down.
Yep.
I don't know enough about football to make this joke accurately.
Well, you take a knee to stop the play.
Is that
Take-
like
to
a
take a break.
timeout?
No,
So-
it's
It's
more
It's more like a fall. Like you do it on purpose to like stop people from. It's like hugging
like
someone
getting-
in boxing.
It's like getting tackled. Like if my knee hits the ground, then the play's over. Because if I have the football and my knee hits the ground, the play's over.
So I can willingly end the play because reasons.
Right.
Well, why wouldn't you just keep going for? You know what? I don't care.
Because you're the quarterback and you can't get tackled. Otherwise, you might hurt your arm.
Oh, it's to prevent tackling.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You can still get tackled, but you really shouldn't. No need to.
It's kind of like
cheating at that point.
it's kind of like when you hug someone in boxing, right? Because you don't want to get punched, and then they separate you, and you get a bit of distance again.
Hey, you know what I understand less than football? Boxing.
Yeah. The most esoteric rules of anything ever are boxing.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that. Graham, how many dead people are there? Are we dead?
You might be.
Is this heaven?
Did I have a stroke during the break?
The explosion rocks the entire party. Roland's previous explosion shakes the camera around, so it's very visceral.
The actors don't move. The camera does.
So
though.
there's the ringing over all of the sound on
Yep.
the audio, and the camera's now askew, like as if it fell off its tripod.
There's
I-
a rock hit it.
I imagine
Yeah.
everything goes quiet for a little bit, and then in the background you hear this.
Like that's the only thing you hear as the sound comes back up as the two paladins have taken a knee and nobody's fighting anybody. And
So the lieutenant and the leader rise from the ashes. You see that the lieutenant's arm is hanging as if it is broken.
good.
Obviously,
Start.
unfortunately, it's not his sword hand, but you know.
Oh,
even- yeah, I know. The
But he
leader,
was a lover.
for the most part, appears unfazed, except for the kind of aluminum foil shreds that are in the abdomen of his armor, little drips of blood and flecks of little bits of flesh here and there are falling out of his armor. But they are both still very much alive. Okay.
Wow.
You don't want to keep doing this. I got more explosions.
But as Roland basically, from the ground, I imagine you fell over.
I mean,
Okay.
you had me.
And hello.
I mean, I've had as much time to recover as they have, realistically.
Okay. So you're also standing up. That's fine. When you look back at them, though, you see the basically fire of 1,000 suns in their eyes,
Yeah.
and like the scary music begins to play.
Oh God.
Because they found the eye of the tiger, and they realized that they needed to switch sides because we're the good guys.
Excuse me while I find some scary music. I have some. It's in here somewhere.
I don't
Nope,
have music turned on.
Not T-Rex sound. Not that anymore. Yeah, they roar like T-Rexes. No. Okay.
The only scary music on all of SoundCloud. Yep.
Saxophones. I can't hear it. I'm not going to turn it off either. So.
That's okay. It's like bum, 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 bum. Anyway, okay. So, meanwhile, they can't charge particularly well, but they can certainly move. And the leader will go as fast as he can towards Ginny, which he can certainly make in his amount of time. It's 15 feet. He can certainly make it. And he's going.
Dragon Ball Z.
It's not unlike that, but it's not Dragon Ball Z. I'll tell you what it is later.
I swear it's Dragon Ball Z.
It's not, but it's close. You'll know when I tell you.
Why do I gotta be told later? Why can't you tell me now?
Because
We're playing a game, bro.
Okay, fine. Attack her.
what he's gonna do, because Ginny doesn't actually have a weapon.
Yeah, I do. I have 2 daggers.
Boom!
I told you I asked you what you were defending with, and you said nothing.
No, I said myself my 2 daggers.
She did say that.
I did say that.
I remember that.
I don't believe you, but fine.
We can roll back.
Why don't you have a branch again? Isn't your god totally cool with you having a quarterstaff?
Yeah, but the daggers were quicker.
Oh, okay.
Also, it wasn't the dagger that she attacked with. It was the sword that she attacked
It was
with.
a sword that I threw
Yeah.
at that guy. I pissed him off.
What the leader's gonna do is he's going to attempt to trip you and pin you to the ground.
And then kiss you a bunch.
Okay.
Huh.
So this is an opposed attack roll.
Peace between worlds.
He takes -4, but that still leaves him with +10 for this. What's your armor class?
17.
Okay. So his armor class is 24.
Oh, it's a he, not a she. Don't stab me with your sword.
He rolls -5.
That's right.
He can still beat you if you roll less than that, which is very likely.
So what am I rolling?
Whoa.
1d20. Well, she's rolling 1d20 plus whatever dagger, which was like 4. Minus 20. Minus 24.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
So 1d20 minus 20.
You can do it, Danny. I believe in you.
+4.
Minus 20.
20.
Minus 24.
Minus 24.
Well, I can't roll it then.
Well, it means that if you roll a perfect critical 20, you still win. Also, 19, 18.
No.
Um,
-8.
It's close.
It was
Wasn't
close.
the worst roll ever.
It was close, yeah.
Anyway, what he does, he trips you, and he basically puts his other foot on your back during that whole combat maneuver. There's a long series that's too mechanical to get into, where he, goes to attack you, but it was actually a fake, and then you go to stab him, but he knocks it aside, and then gets inside your guard, and gets his other hand underneath your arm and spins you around and throws you to the ground and puts his foot on your back.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, how does he do that if I was facing him forward? He would have tripped me from my front, and then I would have fell on my back.
So what he did is he got basically underneath your guard, putting his arm
Right.
around your arm and basically twisting his arm.
It happened.
He is very clearly a trained melee fighter.
I
Oh,
believe it.
unsurprising from the guys wearing plate armor that they're trained melee fighters.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
go figure.
It's almost like we only have 3 players now. Things are hard.
Sort of.
And I don't just mean my body.
Oh, I mean, it's canon now that you're supple underneath your armor, so that's not true.
Yeah. This is the leader. When you're close to him, you see he's got white streaks through his hair. He is clearly 16 years. He's 40 something, which is pretty old.
It's a silver fox.
Yeah, and so he says,
Jenny's kind of into getting thrown on the ground by this guy.
"Don't try anything else, or I'll skewer her."
And then
Yeah, so what? Peace? Like truce? No more killing each other?
Meanwhile, the lieutenant is going to basically find the nearest gravestone and take cover behind it.
Oh, good, smart man. This
Okay.
guy deserves to live. He might not get to.
Wait, which guy had the broken arm? Was it the lieutenant?
Lieutenant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, when the leader says that, Kadon, I believe you finished your ritual.
Yeah.
As the lordship rises from the mud next to the leader,
What?
and he doesn't see him at first. Okay, he looks very angry, and he looks like he means business. Okay, but what happens to him?
His lordship will just pick him up, or like grab him or something.
Yeah, with two arms, right? And he's unaware.
Yeah.
So this is the same kind of opposed attack roll. However, he takes, a worse penalty.
Yeah. So I'm rolling strength. Is that it?
No, it's attack roll. 1d20 plus whatever it is. I gave it to you a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm trying to look at it now. Hang on.
It's plus a lot. It is all basically all strength.
His strength is his muscle is 16.
Okay.
I don't actually have his attack roll
I
down
gave
here.
it to you a long time. I don't fault you. Let me
Yeah.
try to find it. Okay,
Can
I don't
scroll
want-
up to see the last time he attacked, which
What?
was.
That's a long. There's a lot of rolls since then and now though, but
Well,
He hasn't rolled in melee since the ogre.
yeah.
that's right.
It says here 1d20 plus 17 for something.
Yeah, but I saw that roll too, and you got 32. But then immediately after that, you re-rolled his health. So I don't
Yeah.
know why you did that.
That must. Oh, you said that wasn't me.
No, that was me. It's plus 11, I think, because I got a -3 in here. No, that would have been for Kadon throwing a rock or something.
Yeah.
1d20 plus 13.
Let's call it 14 because I see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that too.
Let's do 14. 14 is a good middle number.
All right.
Okay, so he's gonna roll his, but you're at -4 for being the attacker, but he's also at -4 for having his back to you. So
So
we'll just call that even. Just roll straight,
17.
and he'll roll, which is also 14. Okay.
So perfect tie, but come on, tie's got to go to the unaware.
No, it goes
guy
to the
gets
defense.
tie.
Certainly, I can concur. Okay, so his lordship grasps. He's got huge, muddy paws, and he just clasps the leader around the midsection. His sword is he's still in his grasp, and he's holding it so hard, and he begins to snarl and begins to move around, and the sword nearly goes into Ginny's back. He wants to kill her so bad because he's so mad.
Yeah.
Die!
But he can't because the lordship saved her, and he's now held aloft off the ground by his lordship.
Yep.
And there's not much else he can do about that.
And Kadon's
So-
like, "Oh my God, your lordship, you're back!" You look
So
at his
the-
face; it's like covered in tears and snot. And he's just hugging this this leg of a fucking
Yeah.
mud.
That's what
golem.
always happens, Kadon. You don't have to cry every time.
So let's call that the end of combat.
All right.
I undo my
Okay,
bleeding.
Richter jogs up.
Man, I really needed to take a dump. What happened here?
I really had to use the restroom. Okay, what happened?
Well, we nearly died. Cub and Ansel did die.
Okay.
I'm still minor bleeding in two
hey,
places.
they actually passed me.
Yeah, he was just taking a dump in the woods, and they just see like fucking Roland just run past, going "Woo!" or something like that, and then Cubs chasing him. Oh shit!
Anywho, okay, Richter was there the whole time. Let's pretend he was just very ineffective.
Hey, lieutenant guy behind the gravestone, I saw where you hid. Throw out your sword and we'll let you live.
Sword flies out.
All right, now
almost
you.
in offense, but not really.
We'll treat your wounds and everything. You don't need to bleed to death. Come on over.
Who are you?
Roland. Hi, I'm the Explosion Mancer. Sorry about that, you know, just a few nicks between people who are trying to randomly kill me for no reason.
For no reason.
Well, I assume you had a good reason, but we don't know it. That's sort of the thing about randomly being attacked.
Yeah.
It's the job, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Richter!
What?
Got, you know, like, magic bind shackle spell?
What? Oh, whole person?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Well, you know what? This guy needs his wounds treated, but we also need to think that he's not going to shank us in the back,
His lordship
so-
just walks over and picks him up in his other hand. He's got like two
Yeah,
people.
Yeah. There you go. Problem solved, says Richter.
Ah, saved a hold person spell.
Mm.
All right. You're the leader, I take it, you silver fox.
He spits on you.
I'm sorry that, you know, we can't be friends. If we had met under different circumstances, I'm no happier about what you did to my arm and side. You know how it is.
Do you want Kadon to heal you? Are you bleeding?
I'm still
Roland,
minor bleeding.
you're still minor bleeding, but that'll go away. That's probably gone away by now, so don't worry about it. I mean,
Yeah.
the average number of Constitution rolls between then and now is enough that you probably rolled success on one of them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating how the law of averages.
Yeah. Anywho.
So, yeah. This can end, you know, peaceably. You tell us what you know so that we don't get shot in the back again. And you can go. I mean, you know, away with no weapons so you can't come back and hurt us. I think that's probably fair, right, Richter?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sounds about
Send him naked as well.
We don't want them sending a warning to whoever's in there. Aelin, perhaps.
Well, yeah, so they have to go away. Well, you're right. It's very complicated. Maybe we'll...
No, don't kill me. You said you weren't going to kill me. Says
No, we're not going to kill you. We might tie you to a post. And then come back.
So his lordship is like sort of making the
to
two
be
guys
eaten by
like.
the giant crows?
There are giant crows?
Caw-caw! Giant crow flies by.
All right, well, I guess we'll make like a camp in the base of that tower, and we'll just...
Yes, yeah, just put us back in the tower.
Yeah, exactly. We'll make sure that we'll just, you know... Well,
What's in the tower?
It's a tower.
Well, yeah, but what's in the tower?
What's in the tower?
Supplies.
Okay. yeah, so they
Surprise!
won't
We
starve
asked
to
what
death.
was in the tower.
If
It's
they're all
just a-
tied up, they won't starve to death. That works.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
What if they're tied up? They can't eat.
Well,
Maybe,
know-
maybe if we make him a little bit less accessible to his things, like strip him down.
You can
let's
cut off his
overthink
hands.
this. We'll figure out how to disarm them so they don't hurt us in the future.
I said hands, not
Totally fair.
arms.
Totally, that's not fair. They don't deserve to lose their bits.
Their
I mean,
clothes, maybe.
yeah, they get to be naked.
That's cold.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Mr. and Mrs. Lieutenant and Leader. We're here to stop evil wizards from summoning evil demons from destroying the entire world. You got any info on that?
Well, that's why we attacked you.
Ah, because you're pro summoning demons to ruin the entire world. That's pretty interesting.
You should die.
No, don't go that far, Jenny. They're just, you know, everybody has their own beliefs. I'd be interested to hear why you think that the
We should
demon is the
all
right
die.
direction for the world.
Well, we don't. Money's good, though.
Oh, well, you know, we got a shitload of money. You want some money to
Oh.
not kill us?
Well, I mean, they're not gonna kill us now anyway.
What are you offering?
I'll give you each
1 gold piece.
50 gold pieces
What?
to completely switch sides.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Plus, there's a good chance that we'll kill everyone in there too.
Yeah, they're totally gonna get fucked by us. You saw those explosions. I do that all the time.
What was that for?
My HP for the golem.
Oh.
We'll go as far as first level.
Okay, that's
There are multiple levels on there, and the first level is nothing but.
What about if we pay you and I just bring you with me?
Moldering corpses and those ghouls that you've heard so much about.
yeah. So and I imagine you can share a bit of information so we don't get shot in the back later on. Like, oh, there's a place where we shoot people in the back. I imagine you got
Well,
some. Of that.
I don't know that much. We've only seen the first floor. Unfortunately, we don't actually know how to get down there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
One of those things we were blindfolded
Oh.
Yeah.
and led back out.
Graham,
over the top, but I guess it works because we totally captured you. So if you had seen stuff, you might tell it.
Yeah.
am I able
It's funny
to?
how that works out.
Am I able to like find like underground entrances and shit with my sloping power?
Yeah, why not?
Cool. I do that.
Just want to walk the grounds for hours on end until you find something.
No, let's all calm down. Richter, Kadon, your lordship, let's all move into the tower and have a bit of, a bury of the unfortunate dead, and then have a meal, repair some armor, have a chat about the first floor and what they know, and then we can all part ways. Them
Okay.
with no weapons and some food, and us into the bowels of a horrific place where we will almost certainly die.
So can you let me down?
Nope.
Weapons first, come on, weapons. Take
Okay,
weapon.
he drops his sword later.
And we all move into the tower, and that's where we'll let
Okay,
him go.
hold on.
Okay.
He stops you from going into the tower.
Okay.
Okay. How do I know you're good for the money?
I take out the money.
Okay. He
I
says
show the
that-
bag that has got gold pieces in it. I'm like, 50 for you, 50 for you. Then I put the bag away before giving it to them because they're not.
He says the explosion knocked loose a falling rocks trapped from
Okay.
the inside the tower.
Okay.
So
It's a
be
good
careful.
trap to have. Okay.
Just go if you go in and immediately to the right, there's a rope. Cut the rope, the rocks will fall, but you'll be out of the way.
I do that.
Good. The rocks fall and you're out of the way.
The rocks fall on top of you, killing it. Good one, Graham. Nice.
That would
High
have been a mischievous nth level
High five.
trap with the guy telling you how to spring the trap without killing you, and then it springs the trap and kills you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nth level stuff. We all sit down in the camp and we treat their wounds, and then I repair some of my armor. Let's just extrapolate this for time's sake.
Okay, several giant crows kind of land near the tower and begin feeding on corpses.
We bury-
giant bites.
We bury the ones that are safe to recover without fighting giant crows,
Okay.
since it's a big fucking graveyard anyway.
Yeah.
And we just sort of talk about how
Do you
they.
bury them or do you burn them? There's a big difference.
Oh yeah, burning because zombies. So we
Yeah.
make a funeral pyre, burn it.
Yeah. Done.
Uh,
Signaling whoever might be observing.
we, I mean, the mercenary group could have had a bunch of losses, but still won, and then burned their dead.
Oh, I didn't say anything. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm just GMing.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Is Roland's philosophy with explosions going off. So yeah, we just sort of we do what we said we would do, and we extrapolate it, and then I guess we wait until the entire next day to go in because we can recoup our losses both physically and emotionally.
Okay. Next day.
Richter, I'm like, hey Richter, that was pretty intense. Hopefully you don't have to shit next time there's a big fight, or we'll be in trouble.
All clear.
Okay, Ansel and Cub still haven't come back, but I have a strong feeling that I should.
We should wait for them.
Those are dangerous woods.
Yeah, they're gone. They're dead forever.
Perhaps.
I have this strong feeling as if from the other side of a wall that is. after the
Nuntao
third
shows up
before the
all
fifth
of a
wall.
sudden, and he's like,
Nuntao shows up.
Whoa, hello!
I hand him a bundle of 5 explosives that's already lit.
I say,
He tries to-
hold this for me.
He grabs it with the intention of throwing it away, but in the interim, I developed like a sticky adhesive. So he goes to throw it, and it just sticks on his hand.
A plasma grenade.
Plasma grenade.
Yeah. You know, I never got how you can turn on the plasma grenade without it sticking in your hand.
Gloves.
What if I told you
Don't
science?
ask questions you don't want the answer to. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
And
Okay, what happens next? Sun's shining, sort of. It's always cloudy here for some reason. Except now it's raining.
So we get all the information from those 2 guys. We give them food but no weapons. They tell us all they know about the first floor and also whatever else they
do.
know or
They
want
do.
to tell us.
Yes.
And then we're like, hey, next time try not to get hired by an evil demon guy. But you know, everyone's got to make a living. Good luck.
All right, you.
Okay, done.
All right, now then, let's follow this winning strategy of having the lordship go first.
He's a good scout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
best
best
scout,
scout.
#1. I don't suppose they said anything about don't tear off that door. The door's
Which
booby
door?
trap. The big fucking bronze one.
Oh, the bronze door is at it's locked magically.
Mm-hmm. And
And Richter steps up and he says, "Not for some of us."
Ooh,
Yeah, his lordship's a really good locksmith. Let me have a go at this.
no.
Yep, that's exactly what he meant.
No, Richard's like, not for all of us, / panty drop.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Panties haven't been invented. Don't get ahead of yourself.
What?
His lordship doesn't wear underwear. That's gross.
Anyway, okay, big bronze door. Okay, do you guys remember? I know you don't, but I'm gonna ask anyway, out of pure optimism. Do you guys remember the symbols that were etched onto the stone of the wise master that you left? The family.
Yeah, it looked like me and the lordship.
What?
Yeah. This one's clearly me.
He interpreted it that way. I remember.
Yeah.
I do remember.
I can send it to you again.
I do remember, but also like I didn't think that you would ever
I'm
care
seeing-
about the specifics of it.
I'm
I mean,
seeing
I
if
assumed it would
got
just be.
something here.
Don't worry, you see those now etched
Yeah,
on
exactly.
the door of this.
Yeah, wise masters, open up.
I'll send you the picture because it may be relevant later.
We've got the 3 gemstones that we needed to open the Temple of Time, so...
Yeah, wasn't that thing with the 2,
you lost
the
me.
dragon?
Oh, do I get the
No,
master
that-
sword?
Oh yeah, this one.
Okay.
I remember that.
That's what is etched onto the door, as if it was a key, or as if it was a lock, or as if it was a ward of some sort. You're not sure, but it's the same symbols that exist on the stone of the wise masters. Okay.
Good for them.
Okay. There's also an enormous
nice to
bronze
remember.
chain that basically ties the 2 halves of the door together. Okay. And while Richter was gone during the battle, he walked around the temple just to see what was going on, and was able
Okay.
to tell you that there's one of these doors on each of the 4 cardinal directions.
All right. Did our friends tell us which direction would probably be the best to come in from because of quickest to the next floor or something?
What's on the actual ground floor of this building is just a large empty room, so there's not any difference. Okay.
Okay.
It's a giant empty room, and the actual operations and things take place on the base B1 and B2 and B3.
And they said that the first floor had ghouls on it.
They said, well, the first basement is what they meant. Yeah, the
First
actual-
basement has ghouls on it.
First operational level, yes.
Now, and ghouls are undead.
They are both dead and not dead. Yes.
Me and Jenny made holy gas grenades last night.
Yeah.
Switch. Pwn. I'm gonna say we made
Oh man, panty drop.
a whole basement full of ghouls. I say we made 8 of those things.
Okay. How many does that leave you with?
As far as total explosives that I can have,
Yeah.
I still have 62 explosives.
Good. Just for my head. Okay. So Richter sees this and he says, "I'm going to try to open it with my wizard's knock spell.
Ooh. You do that, girl.
And,
Hey, girl, what's the thing?
He like does this thing where he does all these movements, and then he ends up touching as high as he can on the crack that separates the two doors, and he like slices them open. Okay.
Ooh.
But nothing happens. And
Boo.
he is actually forcibly thrown backwards.
His lordship will catch him.
And he says, he actually looks very disheveled, and he has to make a check. Thankfully, his willpower is quite high.
That willpower.
Good.
Oh, snap.
He goes and like shakes his head back and forth.
Like a goat.
Like a dog.
No, just like he was electrocuted and he was black and like all of his hair was standing on end, and he shook it off. He shook off all the soot, that sort of thing. Okay, it wasn't like that. It was more like magical version of that. Does that make sense? Anyway, he was thrown back, and he says something's so that those aren't magic wards.
Oh?
Those must be something else. Specifically elemental evil, if I had my guess.
Oh, so just like elemental evil is a thing, like
it's a school of wizardry and it's a school of religion.
Rock beats paper, and then his lordship starts punching the door.
Okay.
that door's not made of paper.
The lordship, however, can punch the door.
Also, rock loses to paper. Nothing you said in that sentence made any sense.
Rock beats everything.
Okay, so the lordship punches the door.
Yeah.
Punch with the other fist. Punch again. There it is. Punch.
Did they tell us how to get in?
No, remember they were blindfolded and let out.
Oh, right.
They told you just as much. They don't know how to get in the actual building.
Just
All they
hired
know is
Watch
that
Tower. Well,
they've seen the first floor of the basement, most of it, and they told you everything they knew. And we'll just say they gave you a map because that'd be cool. Or not, they didn't give you a map. They described
in enough detail that we constructed a map.
such that you constructed a mental map of the first floor.
Ooh, beautiful. Our powers of recollection far surpass our actual performance in recollecting.
Anywho, that doesn't help you much if you couldn't get in.
Nope, you're right.
I punched the wall next to the door.
Okay, yeah. Punch. Yeah, some chips come out.
Like, when we talk chips, do we mean, like, comically a little bit of paint, or...
Sort of.
All right, time to try bigger knock. Graham, I walk up, and you know that big
Swagger up.
brass chain between the two halves of the door?
Yeah.
I put a explosive right through the chain, so it's just sitting there, right? Or like, you know how it's, explosive is like a stick of TNT, and it just fits perfectly in the chain hole. The circle's made by the chain, so just put one in there, and I give it a little bit of a long lead, and I say, everyone stand back, and I light it, and we go far enough away that also, even if the explosion, like we're far enough away from the explosion, but also like magical recoil, because magic is so fucking loopy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do. I light it, I walk away, we take cover behind his lordship.
Okay. The door appears relatively unscathed. The chains, though, appear to be partially exploded.
Partially exploded. That's a step in the right direction. How partially are we talking?
A couple of like a link here or there.
Graham, does this have like a surface we can climb and go to the top and then come down from the top?
Theoretically, if you had somebody who could climb.
His lordship.
Now, if you wanted to say on a scale of 100% how destroyed this chain is, so such that it would break apart at least and be severed.
About 5%.
That is not enough to keep doing that.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Hey, Kadon!
But however,
Hey!
That's an interesting idea.
Kadon, I got a thing here. His lordship, right? He knows how to punch.
No, he's a locksmith.
Right, okay, but I got a new technique I want to teach his lordship.
Okay. You have to run it by me first.
Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna run it by you. Have his lordship grab onto the chain and pull rather than punch. Right? So try and pull the chain off.
Okay. I don't see how that's gotta open the door, though.
Yeah, it's sometimes it requires you to think outside the box.
Okay. I'll pull his lordship will pull the chain.
Okay. Muscle check from the lordship.
Yeah. $19.
It's not enough.
Try harder.
He pulls and pulls and pulls to no avail. However, Richter, if you recall, when he touched the door, had to make a willpower check, which is odd because Lordship obviously didn't have a willpower of his own, and Roland didn't actually touch the door.
Yep, smart.
So he didn't actually make one. So Richter will come up and he'll say, "That's a pretty good idea. I don't think any of us should touch that door.
Why not?
Sounds like a good idea.
It seems to be locked by some sort of evil magic. Once again, I'm going to use my powers of deduction to determine that it might be evil."
It's a
Right.
door.
Well, we knew that. So, I mean, that doesn't mean you can just open it by saying like evil backwards. Right.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hello.
Bell lock, no.
Live. It's live. Evil backwards is live.
Leave.
Open sesame.
Oh my gosh.
Clot to Verata Nicto.
Okay.
Door still isn't open.
No, of course not.
Just imagine a breeze and a tumbleweed.
So
Okay.
why
I
wouldn't it affect his
Should
lordship?
try again with the pulling on the chain.
Okay.
With harder.
Richter's point was that he's not sure. Well, clearly somebody doesn't want us in there. I mean, that's obvious. But
I don't know why they wouldn't. We're great
it's almost
people.
with his critical success on the willpower check. It feels like almost that something's. It may be keeping something in as opposed to keeping us out.
Oh, well, that's... you know what, I believe you, but at the same time, the people we're fighting, right? Follow with me here. People we're fighting worship elemental evil, right? So, if... Just follow along here on my thought train. If this door was keeping in all the elemental evil...
Okay.
Which, but they worship the elemental evil, they would open the door. They would have done so. I'm sure they would have found a way by now.
What about if they can't because they're not elemental or evil enough?
Well, so if they can't but we can, that means we're stronger than them. That means we have nothing to worry about. It's a logical puzzle, right? They would open the door if they could, if it was bad. So either it's not bad or it is bad, but we're stronger than them if we open the door.
Then
So-
that means that we can take down whatever's behind the door.
Right, yep. You see what I'm saying, Richter? You're with me. You're smart. You're a quick guy.
That wasn't
Chat's with me. Chat knows that logic makes sense. Chat doesn't care. Chat's just playing slots.
Yeah, they don't care. They're not even watching.
Chat's gambling.
Anywho, okay. Richter will kind of fold his arms and observe under some amount of protest, but not enough that he can out-logic you.
I karate kick the door with this.
You know what? I'm not going to spend any more. Kadon,
Yeah.
you and Lordship do whatever you want to that door. I'm going to walk
Okay.
around. I'm going to look for a secret entrance.
Graham, I'm gonna sit on his
Yes,
lordship's back while he climbs to the top of the tower.
Okay. Does Lordship have a dexterity?
I believe he does.
Okay, he can roll that. See if he,
It's an
he
8.
has- Okay.
Yeah.
All right. With one great leap, the Lordship jumps to the top.
Yeah,
of
I imagine it's like, hang on, I got an idea, and I like climb on top, and then his lordship just goes, whoa, and it just jumps up to the top of the tower.
Yeah.
No shy, jump good.
Oh shit.
Anyway, what you see when you get up there is basically a solid stone slab that makes up the roof of this building.
His lordship will start like wailing on the roof.
Graham, while he's doing that, I'm walking the grounds looking for like secret sarcophagus entrance.
Ah, yes. You see nothing of the sort. The area about 20 feet out from the actual building itself has been cleared of any debris, any trees, anything at all except for dirt.
Mhm.
Which could be strange.
That does seem strange. Can I examine that dirt?
Yeah, seems like it's been recently like what do you call it when you like rake the dirt to sow leaves or sow seeds?
You turn, you
Yeah.
plow.
Yeah, it looks like the soil has been no, what's it called when they on the baseball field they smooth out the dirt. I don't know what that's
Yeah.
called.
Hold on. Here, Graham.
Yeah.
I cut my my hands out. Hey, Kato, I got a dirt-based puzzle.
Okay, you hear a loud noise as the lordship clobbers his way over to the to your side.
I imagine.
What's the puzzle?
Look at this, Kadon! This dirt has been freshly turned. Why don't you discover why they would do that?
Why don't you just dig in it?
Why? I'm not as good of a dig. I can't dig at all, as a matter of fact. You're one of the only people in the entire world that can dig.
Graham, let me see if I can beat this roof in before I jump down.
Okay.
So, strength?
Muscle.
Muscle? I keep calling it strength, but it's the same thing.
I know.
32?
It's quite a bit.
It's a lot.
As Kadon is talking to Roland on the other side, meanwhile the lordship is like stomping on the ground
Yeah.
or on the roof.
Gorilla hitting it, I
And,
guess.
and actually manages to make a good-sized hole that's about 4 feet across.
Can you see into it?
Yeah.
What's down there?
A overgrown with vines and moss, what appears to be a very old church.
I made a hole! There's a church in there!
Ah, well, that's that next step. Let's go in the church. Let's go in the spooky buried church. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
How do you get up there?
You got a rope? I mean, I could come down and throw you up.
Wait, are we up or down? Where did we find the church? Did we find the church in the dirt or in the ceiling?
I knocked
So
the ceiling
you're
down.
The lordship managed to break a hole through the ceiling and sees that church is the actual temple itself appears to be an old church.
Okay, well, we do have rope, but we will go through the long and difficult process of rope down, then up, then pull rope up, then put rope down into hole, then climb down rope.
Good, done.
All right.
These
See, Lordship, best locksmith ever!
Time skips. They work.
So from inside the church, you see that the place has never seen a broom. Okay.
I love it in here.
It's all very dusty, and whatever water has managed to leak through here through some manner has some sort of moss growing in here. Though all of the moss and all of the vines had been cleared from the outside, and any of the surrounding area, like I mentioned before. However, inside, it's just disarray, natural disarray, and there's cobwebs and dust everywhere. And what you thought was just stone because it was so dirty was actually like stained glass. You can tell from the inside. Okay. Very grimy. The floor is like reddish brown, like stone, like 2 foot by 2 foot squares. The walls, though, are strange, befitting of the nature of the temple. You see like a painted scene of basically any sin and any crime and any bad thing you can think of.
I don't know, Graham. I can think of a lot of bad things.
Disgusting acts, killing, torture, enslavement, robbery, thieving, and unspeakable things.
That's all going on.
The creeds of the worshippers here are all too evident. Evil is flaunted and idolized. Does that help?
Evil for the sake of evil? Silliness. Pure silliness, says I. Let's blow it up.
the pillars to either hand, there are pillars in here. The pillars are made of some kind of pinkish mineral shot through with brown-colored veins.
Hmm.
Okay. The columns support archways. As with, yeah, basically those sorts of paintings are all over the place. The pillars on the central altar are white marble, veined with red. The altar block is of the same pinkish white marble that the other columns were made of. It's roughly oval-shaped. Its top has a hollowed-out portion resembling a human form, with legs apart and arms away from the body. Shards of broken crystal vessels lie about. A crystal knife with a broken blade lies atop an altar stone.
Ooh, let's like slice our wrists and give it blood, and I'm sure nothing bad'll happen.
The
Yeah.
thick stone columns here are deep green with blood-red striations. The paving blocks are mossy green with a circular dais-like area about 20 feet in diameter at the back. Yeah.
Hmm.
What now? Where's the big bad?
Lower. There's basements probably.
Let's look for a trapdoor.
Well, you know, we could have solved the dirt puzzle, but no, you wanted to break the ceiling.
Oh, sorry.
You better be.
I gotta walk around, Graham, and use my power to notice slight hills to find a trapdoor.
So, Kadon, you basically you find a vestry.
Ooh, look at that word. That's a word I haven't heard in a long time.
A broken bowl and ewer lie in a corner. This is where Kadon is with Lordship. The bowl was once crystal, and it was apparently flung in anger, perhaps, and is now shattered and useless.
I put on my Batman goggles, and I start determining that this was an accident.
So very cleverly hidden around the in that corner is a flight of stairs that descends to the southeast.
I found some stairs.
Perfect. We go down the stairs.
Who's first?
Check for
The
traps.
Lordship.
Yep.
The 10-foot pole known as the Lordship.
It's a 10-foot pole as long as you're 10 feet away.
Pardon me. I wasn't. There was some more things in there. One of these, I didn't turn the page at the right time.
Uh-oh.
As long as
Sorry.
it's not. And the three-headed maw of the beast you see slumbering in the...
No, I didn't actually describe the entire main altar dais area. Okay.
Okay.
So perhaps Richter walks over there, and then when he comes back, he tells you what he saw.
Okay.
Okay. The dais extends south, forming a circular area. The floor, steps, and walls are black basalt, highly polished and gleaming. 4 steps lead to the upper platform, and upon it is a great throne of purplish basalt with leering demon faces and carved grinning skulls. Above the throne, the following words in the common tongue are chiseled into the wall. The power of elemental death brings mortals low, but raises the nameless one high. The flagstones upon which the throne sets are 10-foot squares of granite, set in a mosaic-colored pattern, which I'll send to you now.
When Richter tells us, I'm just like, wouldn't his name be the Nameless One if he didn't have a name?
That's a title.
So it's Nameless One, and then its name?
No, see, it's like his lordship is a title, and
No,
not
his
the
Lordship
name.
is his name.
Oh, so it's not a title.
It's his name.
So I don't have to respect him.
You do.
No, I don't think. I think you just said that is not the case.
But it's also his title. It's kind of like how Mario's first name and last name is the same. We had, back in my gnomish village, we had the Mario brothers, and one was called Mario, and the second one was called Luigi Mario.
Who names somebody Mario when their last name is Mario?
I don't know. It was a good idea at the time.
See, when the GM sends me a picture like this, I assume there's a puzzle there, even though I
Yeah.
had no reason to think there was a puzzle there. So now, well, I mean, it's too late now, we're leaving, but, you know.
Richter says, "Hey, hold on, check this out." No,
Oh.
forget it.
You think there's a puzzle there? You think there's, like, you know, just straight to the bottom if we solve it or something?
Well, that's what I'm led to believe.
Oh.
What does
Well,
this
let's
say?
go stare at it for an hour and see if we can figure it out.
Sounds good. Richter loves staring at things for long periods of time. Like, you know, books and things.
Do we have to... Oh, man.
Is this like an anagram?
Colors?
How many browns are there? There's 4 browns. There's 3 greens. There's 4 whites. There's 4 reds. Sequential! I start pushing the buttons, Graham. In
Not
order.
buttons,
What are they, tiles?
tiles.
I step on one.
Okay.
Does it go this color?
No.
I don't understand.
I want... Do we have to step on all the colors?
Oh! Hang on. I like take a bit of mud and I rub it on brown.
Okay.
What happens?
I know what we're doing.
It's more brown.
All right, guys. I've worked my massive brain. Because there's that whole riddle, right? Or, well, it was more like instructions.
About the Mario Brothers? It's not a riddle.
We came to the... Shut up. I'm thinking, right, we're trying to get lower, brings mortals low. Like, I think it is saying that this is a path downward. But I'm feeling like we probably need to know who the nameless one is. That's the sense so the power. Okay, so brown, green, red, white. You know what those are?
Colors!
Colors
The
of
4 elements.
Well, yeah, I
So
rub
the
brown
first
on
line
brown.
is the power of elemental death. So the 4 elements, right? Brings mortals low, brings us downstairs. But then the only other thing it says is the nameless one, which I think we need to know more about the nameless one. Richter, you don't know anything about the nameless one, do you?
He has no name.
Well, we knew that.
I imagine that it has something to do with whatever this church was built for originally. I mean, we do know, we're familiar with the demon lady of fungi,
What's her name?
Zugatmai.
Hey, you don't know Zagatmai? Come on.
All right, Zugatmai. That's as good as anyone.
Demon
All
lady
right.
of fungi.
Now,
Which, yeah.
Richter, do you know anything about elemental worship?
It's very extreme. Like, the fire priests burn people alive, as you might expect. The air folks love lightning bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a hierarchy?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is. If I had my guess, the first level will be Earth.
Earth. Okay.
The best level!
The final level will most likely be fire.
The worst level.
Oh, okay, so you're saying that as we descend the temple, the first level would be Earth, the last level would be fire.
That's
Right.
That's my guess.
And this thing is a throne, right?
Yes.
What
Okay.
if-
I'm thinking, right, we have to touch the things in the right order. Brown first, red last. So we have to, move green and white around in the middle. And then maybe we praise maybe we need to write. There's a dagger or something. Is there a dagger around here? Was there a dagger?
Yeah, ritual dagger and altar.
Maybe we need to write in blood the name of the nameless one. who might or may
Maybe-
not be Zugatmai.
Maybe
We
we
can
just
try
have
that.
to touch the colors.
All right. Well, the first thing I do, Graham,
Yeah.
is I just touch the colors brown, white, green, red, and then brown, green, white, red if nothing happened when I did the first one.
Okay. Nothing happened either way.
Graham, I'm going to send you a quick question because I'm pretty sure I asked you when I created Kadon, but I don't have it written on this piece of paper. So if you don't mind answering that.
Anyway.
All right, then I do this, Graham. I do the same thing where I touch one in order and then the other one in order in case whichever route is thing. But in between each times, so after I do brown, green, white, red, I say Zugatmai, praise Zugatmai.
Okay, which order again?
So the first one I try is brown, white, green, red, then
Okay.
brown, green, white, red.
Okay.
And then at both times I'm like, ooh, praise Zugatmai, all hail,
Okay.
Sieg Heil.
Okay.
Nothing?
No. You look foolish, but yeah.
What if we have to...
I'm out of ideas.
What if we each have to stand on a color?
What if somebody came that didn't have three other friends?
Maybe they couldn't get anything open then.
Let's try it. Victor, you stay on that one. Okay.
You guys see sort of Kadon sort of clamber up to the ear section where the ear would go on his lordship, and he starts whispering to him. And Graham, I'm gonna send you something real quick.
This is gonna
Okay.
get weird.
He climbs into the lordship's ear. No. And pilots it like a mech warrior.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I've had a spark of realization.
Yeah.
Why are we bothering? Why doesn't he just tear the floor open? It's probably some sort of staircase mechanism. Why solve the puzzle? Break it apart.
Wow. Cause we're smarter than that.
Listen, I've expended my. I tried Zugatmai. I think it's probably not Zugatmai. Maybe we didn't get the order right. Maybe we don't know the entire passcode. Sounds like we are lacking a certain amount of information to solve the puzzle. So I just want to tell his lordship to reach over and rip that throne right out of the ground.
Damn.
What about if you just know the name of, like, the gods for each one?
Are there?
Zugatmai is not one of the particular elements, is she, Richter? She's the
She's demon lady of fungi, which would be none of them.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, I mean,
Earth, air, fire, water.
Listen, I'm pretty sure Zugatmai is the nameless one because we keep running into people who've got Zugatmai's book.
I'm gonna go next to a brown tile, Graham,
Okay.
and I'm going to pray, and I'm going to whisper some stuff about my god that no one can hear.
Okay.
Does anything happen to the tile?
No.
Okay.
I sit on the throne and just say, Zugatmai!
Why don't we just go down the stairs?
Because this, I assume this is better because it's a puzzle.
There's like a peal of thunder.
Oh,
Oh.
well, it's raining outside, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Superstition alert. We all see- whoa, shit.
So I put an element on each tile, Graham.
What does that mean?
Like I go around and I put dirt on all the brown tiles.
Okay.
Does anything happen to the brown tiles?
No.
Okay. I don't know then.
Listen, it's got to be something that people could do all the time, right? If you're the priest or whatever.
Well,
you
I
got-
mean, like I'm a priest of his lordship, And, you know...
Lordship's not evil, so, you know.
I mean, like, okay, so, like, if you're the priest of an evil element, ooh, and, you know, you come here all the time and you're like, hey, let me in. I'm gonna say all these gods' names that I know, and then it lets you in. I mean, maybe.
Well, I'm on... Listen, Kadon.
Yeah.
Have his lordship rip this throne out of the ground.
Why don't you ask him to do it? I mean, you can talk to him, and I'm falling into Richard's voice, and I
This exact... but you just told me I have to go through you when I want him to do something.
Fine! Hey, Lordship, can you, rip this out? Or something? Or break the tiles?
The lordship runs over, goes up, but doesn't run over. Just stalks over to the throne. When he attempts to wrest it from its fitting, there's another bolt of lightning from outside, and need a muscle check.
I can do that.
Lightning makes you strong.
23. Doesn't matter if it passes.
What?
The lordship just like gives up. He like turns to Kadon and shrugs.
Riptor, am I missing any clues? I've tried brown, green, white, red. Brown, white, green, red.
No, I think brown, white, green, red's definitely the hierarchy.
Okay.
That would be my order as well.
Alright, I touch those again, and then I say the name again.
Okay.
That got me. Got mine. I remember the name in character, but out of character.
No, that's still right.
Okay, guys. I'll pretend to be the priest. I'm sitting in the throne because I'm the main priest, right? I sit in the throne.
Yeah.
Now you guys are like my altar boys, and you could totally have like 4 altar boys. So one of you stands in each of the things.
Okay.
Jenny's a girl.
No. Even better. Don't stand on the things. Get next to one.
Right.
And then touch them each in order, brown, white, green, red. And then I will say, Zagat Mai, please let me downstairs. That's what we'll do, alright?
Gotta eat my salad, and I left it downstairs.
Okay, what do you say, Spencer?
Oh, Zagat Mai, let me downstairs. That's what I say. Woo.
The entire dais begins to sink into the floor.
Ah! What? Is that the entire, like, alcove?
The entire dais that you're on, basically the whole thing in the picture.
Okay, that whole section. So all of us coming is the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick.
We just solved one humdinger of a puzzle.
The secret was altar boys.
The secret was friendship. Actually,
when
you
it
needed.
comes to evil religions, it's always altar boys. That's the secret.
Now, imagine if I went into this thing by myself. Imagine how many altar boys I wouldn't have.
Why would anybody go into this thing by themselves?
Yeah,
Let's go
you'd
get killed by the final boss way too early, Graham.
Okay. So this place is horrible and disgusting. You by the way, you sink for about the entire time of the break.
Oh, okay.
The entire time that we're going down, I'm saying the exact measurements of depth that we're going down.
Yep, good.
Good. How deep do we go?
about 100 feet.
About 100 feet. So I'm like 85,
I
90,
thing every 10 feet. Just
95, 100. 100 feet. Man, my spells are gonna be so useful down here.
You descend into the center of a large room. Okay. Place is horrible and disgusting, loathsome and fearsome. The stonework is leprous and mottled. Everywhere are sculpted fungoid shapes of nightmare form and coloration. Each column rises to the roof above, writhing and squirming with intertwined fungi. The walls drip with slime and ooze a revolting ichor. The bizarre reds, disgusting yellows, rotten grays and browns, nauseous greens, and hideous blues blend in a vertiginous swirl in the center of the northern part of the place, wherein squats a huge sprawling purple throne.
Okay.
This great chair is sculpted to display fungi in human forms, but those depicted are shown crying out in pain as fungi shoot up from their flesh, feed upon their dead and decomposing bodies, or grow rampant in their bony remains.
Had better artists back
Even
then.
the shape of the throne is abominable. Its seat is broad and round with a concave surface and 4 hemispherical indentations, 2 in front, 2 behind. It has wide armrests but no back whatsoever. It stands upon a 4-tiered dais, the top and 2-foot-high steps of which are carved in bas-relief to depict fungi, smut, slimes, molds, jellies, and other horrible growths, devouring a compacted mass of living and dead humans.
Is the final boss a chair? Oh God, chair!
Projections resembling blighted vegetation line the walls, and each gives off a dim but pervasive illumination. Passages and doors are in the east and south walls. Twin valves of bronze in the middle of the south wall accompany twins of gates found elsewhere in the dungeon, like you saw in the entrance. Okay, the same bronze door. To the west, a 20-foot broad flight of serpentine steps leads down again into a chamber that you can see from here, filled with dim but multi-hued light, continually changing in color and intensity.
That's probably the real final boss is in the next chamber. This is his summer home. That's his winter home.
But it's in the same place.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes you want to be up 10 more feet.
No, I actually want to be further down 10 feet.
Well, guess what? That's where the evil boss probably is.
By the way, do you guys feel claustrophobic? Because I feel great.
This is also a massive chamber. I feel more nauseated by the fungal things.
I mean, we're literally like 100 feet under the earth. So if, like, the roof came down, we'd all probably die.
I would just
Isn't it
stand
great?
where this hole that goes straight up to the top is.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could do that. I mean, that's boring.
Gotta use your mind. So we can see this room that's got colors in it.
Yes. There's basically a long set of steps that lead in, almost like a ballroom set of steps. That leads down again, but you can see where it leads to. It's
sort of like it's open, like
it's very open. It's about a 30-foot wide opening.
So it's almost more like it's just a lower part of the same room, kind of, separated by stairs. So, and we just see lights.
Yes. From here, from the center of this room, yes.
Well, let's get.
There are doors in the south wall and openings in the east wall as well.
Richter.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
This seems too big for humans to exist within.
Yeah, I feel you. So I'm going to.
What about if they were on each other's shoulders the entire time?
Shh, Kadon, shh.
You be quiet.
Shh. I mean, just whisper. So,
Why?
Because there's probably the evil that is the ultimate evil of all the evil down there, like 30 feet over there.
You mean Alon?
Or, maybe his name's Alan. Maybe that's why he's upset.
Because everyone's calling him Alon instead of Alan?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
That'd piss me off too.
Yeah. So
Maybe we should call him Alan when we see him.
we'll try that. Let's everybody together quietly approach to try and get a better view of these blinking lights without accidentally summoning an ancient cosmic evil. Yeah? Okay, let's do that.
Okay. I start walking with his lordship. It's like doosh, doosh,
Oh,
doosh, doosh.
Damn.
His
Okay,
lordship
fair
is very sneaky. Oh, lordy.
I need the lordship to make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
What could go wrong?
Everything.
That's actually pretty high. Not good enough, though. Very
so the
sneaky.
The fungi nearest that set of stairs is sort of a bizarre yellowish green color, kind of almost like one of those fruit roll-ups that is yellow and green.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
And whenever the lordship gets close to it, when it vibrates it, the fungi begins to make loud hooting noises.
Hoot, hoot.
Okay. And I need Kadon to make a Constitution saving throw
For myself?
for you.
For me? Okay, or
Because
for his lordship.
Lordship
because
does
the
not have a constitution.
lordship
He does.
Doesn't have a he does, but
Not
is
like
not.
this.
He doesn't have. Let's say, he doesn't have many vital parts that would be affected by bizarre spores.
Oh, he has
and,
dirt!
and dusts and all that. So, Kadon,
point
you do.
is,
So make
passes.
a Constitution check.
I just
Okay.
did.
Good.
Fine.
These hooting fungi also release some sort of spore, and Kadon's gnomish constitution is able to withstand whatever devious toxins they contain.
Cool. We did it, Reddit. We caught the Boston Bomber.
He
How did you know my
sneezes.
chat name? I literally call my chat Reddit so I can say stuff like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kadon sneezes and otherwise gets a better look at the next room.
How much hooting is going on from these hooters?
Once the lordship stops, they stop.
How loud was it when they were hooting?
Loud enough that you can still hear the echo way off the distance.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no more stealth happening, so that's gonna make a note of that. Was heard.
However, nothing else happens. You don't hear anything else issue forth besides, kind of some of the vines and other fungi kind of shift
Mhm.
all around you. So there's this like cacophony of like, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, that's me rubbing my mic, which is what it sounds like.
I'd imagine it would just be like,
From Kadon having triggered this trap,
trigger!
this sort of contextual trap, does that give other people the capacity to see how to avoid it? Or is it something that seems
well-
unavoidable?
You're not sure. He was walking pretty loud. You have no more information than that.
Like, it's not something you can just give a wide berth to, is the point.
Well, those fungi kind of frame the archway.
Right. Anybody in favor of just blowing up the archway and sealing that room off forever? Like with 65 explosives, say?
Says Richter.
Yeah, I'm feeling too. Yeah, I'm still about that.
Why?
Let's put it on the table. Let's just put that on the back burner.
If there is some sort of cosmic evil in there, I don't think a collapsed room is going to stop it.
There's doors trying to stop it upstairs, though.
Well, it's true, but maybe those are magical in some nature. Rubble is not going to be magically warded in any way.
Yeah, but what if there's a very intricate, carved thing in the bottom that's essential to and it blows? Nah, you're right.
I have an observation to make. Can I make
Yes.
it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, plants, right?
Yeah, plants, funguses in this case.
They
not
hate
plants.
fire. What if we burn them?
I could make a firebomb.
Yeah, I got a fireball.
Yeah, burn them.
Would you try burning? Burn right now. Try it. Go ahead.
I will stand back.
You need to get close to light them, right?
I don't know.
I mean, well, fireball is that not?
No, I'm saying, so I don't want you to do that. I'm going to shoot a fireball.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good idea.
Okay. So Richter shoots, makes a gun shape with his finger.
Oh, I love Yo-Yo Hacker Show.
And it's this little It's this little like red pea shape, and it makes its way kind
Oh, he
of
pees out of his fingers.
like a knuckleball, kind of zooms and goes all around, and then once it hits, kind of the corner of the room, it blows up in a glorious fireball.
Yay, stealth!
Almost like name on the tin.
A bunch of bits of burning fungi burn as they hit before they hit the ground, burn up into 1,000 pieces.
Ugh.
And the air seems to be getting a little thin now,
Cool.
except all the things going up through the hole in the ceiling, so it's not a big deal.
Ah, holes. Good to have them.
Yay, his lordship does everything right.
So that's good.
I opened the hole.
The next thing that happens is that once the fire kind of makes its way around the room, by the time the fire eats up all the fungi around the room,
Cool.
where it started, fungi begins to grow out of the corners again, as if through some magical means.
Well, you know what? The fire spread all along, right?
Yeah.
I take a flare, I light it, and I throw it there. Flares
Okay.
stay lit.
Okay.
So now what are you gonna do, huh?
Fires are magical. What are you, stealing or something?
Well, maybe the flare will work. Does it work?
Once the
Does it?
at a certain point, the fungi envelops the.
Oh.
A certain type of fungi grows that puts out fires. How strange.
Well, the fungi that puts out fires, I happen to know for a fact, does not make whooping noises and force you to make a constitution check. So, why don't you keep going forward, Kadon?
Yay!
You want to know what that room looks like first?
Sure.
The polished steps descend some 20 feet into a hall which broadens to 40 feet wide. The floor here is serpentine. The walls are of black marble veined with green and purple. Runes of glowing gray and inky black mark the walls with glyphs that seem to run and shift into other forms when not viewed directly. Weird light comes from silver-cupped bronze and copper crescents, spaced at 5-foot intervals on the walls. Strange flames leap from them in all the colors of the rainbow, first one hue, then another. The arched ceiling 30 feet above is apparently sheathed with gleaming silver, reflecting light to the polished walls and floor. 3 large pedestals stand 20 feet to the west, each is 12 feet tall and about 30 inches in diameter, topped with a metal skull seemingly cast as part of the pillar. Each likewise bears strange signs and sigils that shift and change to be unreadable. The south pillar is electrum, the center gold, the northern platinum.
Anybody in there?
Not that you can see, no.
This place would be pretty if the colors weren't awful.
His lordship, please go in first, then me, as long as no traps are sprung, and then we're gonna blow that place up. It really needs to die.
Wow.
That's super evil. Needs to blow up a lot.
Super. Is that official?
Richter, is that your assessment? Super evil?
Just not sure.
Well, hang
Why
on.
not?
Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. Wasn't the whole point of us coming with you, Victor, was to work out where the king's guy was?
Right.
And if we blow this up, won't he die?
No. Why are you making that?
Because he might be in there.
He might be in the Pillars of Skull?
Sure. The other thing, too, if the big bad guy that you're after isn't here, then why are we here? Let's just move on. Find the next place.
Because this is a swirling vortex of evil. You blow up swirling vortexes of evil when you find them.
Well,
Right,
it's
Richter?
just like a religion. I mean, imagine if everyone went around and blew up all the good religions.
Hold on, did you see that? Says Richter.
Yes,
Did I see that?
I saw it perfectly. Where was
I
it?
saw that. Why are you even bothering to ask? Of course I saw it.
Beyond the 3 pillars is I described that the room basically widened to 40 feet again,
Uh-huh.
and then there's basically another part of this room. So once you get closer, I'll tell you that part.
Okay. I get closer.
Okay.
We're following behind when he doesn't spring traps, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. So where are you guys all together, or are they at the 3 skull pillars, or?
Kadon, well, his lordship is our 10-foot pole, so we're 10 feet behind his lordship.
Got it.
And he moves forward, and when he doesn't spring a trap, we move into the space that has been deemed trap safe.
So, Kadon, some 30 feet beyond the odd pillars, the hall broadens to 60 feet.
Ooh,
A huge dais of translucent alabaster commands the west end of the place.
I love alabaster.
Before this stepped platform is a hexagon, whose 2 interlocking equilateral triangles and the circle that rings them seems to be made of molten electrum.
Oh my god, this is awesome. Keep talking.
Tips protruding from the sides of the central hexagon glow different colors, clockwise from the north being red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and indigo. The center of the device pulses a pure purple light.
Hmm.
The book doesn't have any pictures of this place, does it?
The Bible? No.
No. Okay. Because I'm sort of losing myself here. So there. Let's forget the entire room with fungus for now, because that's in the past. This room, I
In
never
the
looked
future.
at it. This room is a big room, and at the entrance there are 3 skull pillars,
Yes.
and they face inward or outward.
They face towards the steps that you just came from.
They face outward towards where we came from, and now we're past them.
Yeah.
Now these skulls were like blinking in glyphs.
Yeah, they're like glyphs and etchings, like moving around them.
Were those glyphs ones that we've recognized, like from the bronze door?
Yes.
So they're the same ones on the bronze door.
Yes. Some of them.
So Richter, these skull pillars, they blink in the glyphs from the door, and you thought the door was keeping things in, not keeping us out.
That was
So
a theory. Yes.
Theory. So if you feel confident in that theory, would you extrapolate that these skull pillars are in fact not evil, but also part of the warding of this place?
I would leave them here for now. Yes.
Okay, let's leave them here for now. That evil Star of David over there, that seems kind of evil, right?
Yeah. Just don't touch anything, Kadon. Okay.
Can I untouch things with explosives? Sort of an anti-touch, really.
Hey, there it is again.
I didn't
What?
see it. What are you
thought-
seeing?
Atop the dais to the west is the huge atop the dais to the west, on the alabaster dais, is a huge throne of silver adorned with hundreds of precious gems. I wasn't done with my description.
Oh, right.
These are set to form leering demon faces, skulls, fungi, and like patterns.
Yep.
These are hundreds of gemstones.
Okay.
They are of all colors, sizes, and shapes. Behind this
Okay.
seat is a huge tapestry of deep purple,
Uh-huh.
worked in red, green, ochre, and white to show various fungi.
Okay.
This
It's really like fungi here.
Yeah, just a lot of it. You find it difficult to see details of the throne or the tapestry behind, for the west end of the room is dim and shrouded in a black mist. What Richter pointed out, though, is you see a small, fat, old crone seated on the throne, almost lost in its huge seat.
Hello.
When you say crone, you mean like an old woman?
Like an old woman.
Yeah, nifty. Hi.
You won't get my treasure!
I don't
With
want your
that,
treasure.
She fumbles with the arm of the chair, and her voice suddenly booms out, "You may take my pillar of electrum. Begone, though."
What's that?
What?
It's one of those leering skull pillars.
Why would I
Really?
want a pillar?
We don't want any treasure, ma'am. We're just here for, we're looking for a friend.
His name's Alan.
No, he's not.
What about the gold column?
We don't need money. We're actually all hippies. We have
The
forsworn
crone-
money.
Throne desperately fumbles with the arms of the throne once again. First thing that happens is an olive ray of light springs forth, eating a small hole in the floor.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Then one of maroon hue appears. Do you guys want to do anything?
We need to stop something.
Can you show me how you're making these lights? I want to do it too.
What are you
Then-
doing?
Then one of maroon hue appears, disintegrating some of the metal sheathing in the ceiling.
Stop. Stop doing that.
Please stop. Shit.
A prismatic sphere of odd colors then springs up, as even more rays of green and red shoot forth. These
Richter.
bounce around inside the sphere, causing swirls of radiance and sparks. Hideous shrieks come from the figure bathed in the rays, and the hapless crone is blasted and turns into a fine gray ash.
Wow.
Dead.
Okay.
She seems
So-
cool.
Are you the guy in charge then?
And everything stops. Well, that was strange. Do you all see that?
Yep.
Was she a real person or a fake person?
I don't know anymore.
So there's still a black mist like around that part of the room.
Yeah.
And it sort of obscures vision.
Yeah, sort of.
Well, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna toss a flare into the black mist and see what happens.
We all die because it causes a natural explosion.
It was natural gas. Boom! At least we all died in the biggest explosion ever.
It
The
was
end.
an oil leak!
Together.
Okay. You throw the flare. Roland, I need you to make a willpower check.
Ooh,
Damn.
interesting. I have that. That doesn't mean I'm gonna win, but I have it.
Yay!
You're fine. You shake off a feeling of dread.
Hey guys, I was almost scared shitless when I did that, and I have no idea why. But then I resisted it. So, I'm a big man. I don't, I'm like hard. You know what I mean, Richter? Hard.
You're hard,
Uh,
but you're
yeah.
squishy.
Yeah. I thought that supple was the word.
Supple!
I mean, supple, hard, firm.
Same
you know,
thing,
un-
right?
Really, the point is that I'm not a coward because throwing something into some blackness didn't make me run away and wet myself.
Onward! I ride his lordship into the black mist.
No, don't do that!
Okay, fine. What do? You go back behind the tapestry?
So he just walks into the blackness?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Count.
Yeah, I walk into the blackness. What's back there?
Make a willpower check.
Okay.
Okay, fine. you hear a roar of rage issue forth from behind the tapestry that belongs neither to Lordship or Kadon.
Ah!
Then here in response, Kadon's
Yeah. Exactly. Following that, you hear the high-pitched girlish screams of Kadon.
We throw a rock at the tapestry?
You can, but the first thing that happens is that Kadon, you see the old crone back behind the tapestry.
Oh, you're alive, hey!
Wait.
Thought you got blasted!
You guys don't see that. She's very clearly her skin appears to bubble and like morph,
Oh.
Do you want me to rub some dirt in it? It looks painful.
and basically she explodes
What?
What?
into what appears to be a
She's gonna keep dying, isn't she? Just over and over and over again, bizarrely.
her skin explodes as if shedding some sort of outer illusory skin.
So gross.
Okay, makes sense.
And Kadon, you see what appears is a quadrupedal, enormous, about 20 feet tall, almost like an elephant, but instead of, she's got like elephant trunks for legs, okay?
Oh.
Torso is more like a pollen spore, cellulite and all that, okay? And 2 arms as well, okay? With claws.
Okay, so she's got some arms.
Almost as if you might think a demon might look of some sort or another. Okay.
Oh, wow, interesting.
She reminds me of like a really, really ugly mango. With legs and trunks.
The first thing that happens is I need everybody to roll for initiative now.
Okay.
Buddy.
I forget how we roll initiative. Oh, yeah, I remember.
I got a 17.
I got a 6. Really blowing it up with these initiative rolls today. Hey, Graham.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll ask on my turn when it's my turn.
Go, Jenny!
I think it was
Get
a
it, Jenny.
nickel, nothing else.
What about Richter? He's not getting out of this one.
His is 7.
Good.
And then, okay, fine. Kadon, what do you do?
It was nice meeting you! And then his lordship turns around and we run back through the fog.
Start the plane, Jack!
Yep.
Start the plane.
Okay, Richter sees this and he's like, the words of perhaps a lightning bolt or some other sort of offensive spell on his lips he'll hold until he sees something, though.
Okay. Do you want me to roll a willpower to get through this fucking fog again, or?
No, you don't have. Doesn't work that way.
Okay, cool.
You roll it once.
I found a giant mango lady! As I run back.
It doesn't have anything to do with the mist. Richter will also take several steps towards back towards the staircase back to the fungus room, because that was
Okay.
more pleasing than screams from the other side.
Okay. There's hope that the skulls are totally on
rolling.
our side. I'll step back with Richter so that we're in the same line, basically. And I'll say, do I see what that was?
Oh, you just see Kadon and Lordship come out of the tapestry in
Screaming about
distress.
mangoes. Yeah.
Okay, then all I'm doing is backing up with Richter, just to be tactical.
Back that ass up, girl!
Okay. First things first, Kadon, make a willpower check again.
Yay!
It's a different willpower check.
No!
Okay, Kadon, you're silent. Okay,
So no more talking.
you can't speak. Next thing that happens, this enormous, giant, elephantine, demonic figure bursts through the tapestries and very gingerly moves around the throne.
Okay,
Okay.
that's unfortunate.
Next thing, she makes her way towards the party.
Okay, then it's
Gets about 3/4 of the way there.
3/4. Okay, good to know.
Anyway, Jenny.
Yes.
Run!
Yeah, no, right?
Okay, sprint.
I'll throw a thing at her, and we'll see how well it works. But for now, run.
Yep. Run away.
Okay.
In a direction I won't die.
Okay, Kadon. You have to speak as Dave now.
No, he's typing. He's typing.
I know he is.
Okay, well, I guess Kadon will scream without things coming out. And he'll start talking very ecstatically and like no one can hear him, but he doesn't know that no one can hear him because he doesn't know if no one can not hear him.
Okay.
And he's...
Are you unaware when you're silent? If you're silent?
You are aware, but Kadon's just dumb. So.
Okay, well.
Yeah, and he will then run
He has
back.
caught the stupid.
And he will jump onto someone else's shoulders, I guess, if he can.
From the Lordship.
Yeah, and then his lordship will turn around and Power Ranger monster fight this thing.
Okay.
So what do I need to do to punch this goober? 14?
Okay, you can. Yeah, plus 14, but the armor class is 25.
It's pretty big.
It's the best.
Well,
What's
at
that?
least.
Nothing? Okay, good.
So I turn to Kadon and I say, this might be a long series of us putting his lordship between us and it, then leaving, summoning his lordship, coming back when his lordship is back. That might be what this is going to be.
Kadon turns to you and starts like talking excitedly and then stamping his foot on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, you like that plan?
And then
Excellent.
like
That's good.
crossing
That's
his
what we're gonna
arms. And then he starts like, and then when you say that to him and clearly you're not listening to what he's saying, he starts crying a little bit.
do. No,
And then he gets real angry and he's
I'm
turning his
moved
back
by
on
the
you.
beauty of that plan as well. I'm moved to tears by the beauty of that plan as well. Is it Richter's turn now?
That was okay. Yes,
Kadon's.
Richter will shoot a lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Yeah, he didn't say that though.
He says it like this, lightning bolt.
And a streak of lightning fires at the demonic monstrosity, and as we all know, lightning bolt is 66 damage. However, it reflects across any surface. Thankfully, the room is large enough that it won't hit you again.
It
So
reflects off the bad guy?
No, it'll go through. It goes through people, and when it hits walls, it bounces back.
Oh, so it does hit the bad guy and then bounces, which
It
is why.
goes through it and then hits a wall, but doesn't have enough length left to hit it again. It could hit her twice theoretically if it was
If
long
you got
enough.
her in the right place.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
Could it hit like a bunch of times if you got someone in a really tight space?
yeah.
It's a pretty good roll.
Average roll.
Pretty good roll.
Vile.
Okay. She looks mad.
I turn to Richter because it's my turn, right?
Yep.
And I say, Zergot Demon Queen thing, susceptible to holy water? Yes, no.
Let's run first.
Run first.
Yeah.
So don't want me to-
try anything, and he runs.
Okay, I'll throw a holy water gas grenade at her feet. Hopefully.
Okay.
His
Yeah.
lordship gets
Yeah, you
real
can
sweaty.
Roll some amount of damage. Yeah, roll the regular damage.
10.
That's pretty
Okay.
good.
8-0.
Does it look like it did something? Like her skin bubbles a little bit or something?
Not really.
Okay, well then I may assume that holy water does no damage.
Okay, she will close the distance with the lordship, and
I also run for my move to follow
Yeah.
Richter.
yeah, get you. By the way, you guys all make it. Anybody who moves makes it past the stone, the skull pillars.
I'm on Roland's back
I know.
Yeah.
or whatever.
So
Yeah.
you're fine. Okay, so the demon figure of previous description will proceed to reduce the lordship to a pile of mud. What's the
72 HP.
72.
Let's see. Hit points. 4 attacks.
Okay.
That's a lot of attacks.
4 attacks plus 12. 14.
Okay. Let me.
17.
Damn.
10. Negative
Minus 1. Alright, that's...
31 HP.
No.
No.
41.
No. He's got 31 left.
Oh, 41 minus 70. Right, yeah. That's 31. Okay.
Next thing that happens, Richter makes a willpower check
Okay.
and succeeds. Good. Okay, Ginny.
That's some hard hitting, man.
Pray! Run and pray! I don't know what praying will do, but run and pray.
That's what I was saying. Like, what's the heck's praying gonna do? It's not gonna do me any good.
You summon your god to fight the evil god, like Godzilla.
What she'll do? It's just.
She
How do you
shouldn't
call
have-
Mother Nature to come in?
She doesn't have a physical god or a physical form.
Right. So like.
Kadon starts rocking back and forth on your helmet or whatever.
Sucking his thumb.
He's like excited or whatever. When you start talking about physical manifestations of Jenny's god fighting alongside Lee's lordship, he's just like, ah. Yeah.
I can't summon the explosion god because I don't think he exists yet until I die and ascend.
Burner. I don't know if like we could open up like a volcano underneath her.
Yeah, she's fungi. Fire, bad for fungi. Richter, you got more fire?
Yeah, one more.
Well, try fire next. That's my guess.
Okay.
All right, so I don't know. I'm gonna hide behind a pillar and pray to Gaia for some sort of help.
Okay.
I don't know what yet,
Neither
but
do
something of fire comes to the form of my mind. But that's all
Okay.
I'm doing is just
Yeah,
praying.
as you might expect, the god of nature and fire don't get along.
Yeah.
Anywho.
But surely the god of nature has a real beef with evil fungus.
It's just fungus, man.
Nah,
It's just natural probiotic.
Nah.
This is
Not like this,
evil
it ain't.
funk. This is the bad kind of biotics in your stomach that give you
Antibiotics.
No, because antibiotics are good as well. Probiotics and antibiotics are both good for you. These are
Good.
these.
Good for
these
So just biotics then? Is that what you're saying?
So she's down. I mean,
Antibiotics?
she's just a biotic.
anyway.
That's all.
Okay, done.
He's silent. I assume his lordship tries to punch the evil lady again.
Yeah, that's funny.
You guys can't see it, but I'm just
It's not
mimic talking on stream
get
right
it.
now.
Yeah, we get it.
It's
We get
good.
it.
It's a good
We-
joke.
Well,
We get it.
yeah, we can extrapolate the joke from
Yeah, we can figure it out.
3. Okay. Done.
He did damage. Woo!
Punch. Okay. Roland. No, Richter.
Richter first, then me. I go
Okay,
after him.
fireball. Fortunately, this is going to catch the lordship also. But you
But
know
it's
that's
made of
always
mud, so it just sort of like hardens his skin and makes him stronger, right?
no.
He
Like
turns
steel.
into glass.
Well, once again, ain't nothing.
It's above average.
Yeah,
So does that land on her side or on on the lordship side?
it's kind of in the middle.
So it gets both of us equally with the same damage?
Let's say the lordship takes 7.
Okay.
Alright, I can deal with that.
Roland.
That ain't nothing to fuck with.
All right. Can I? I want to hold my action for after the evil monster's attack,
Okay.
and then I'm going to throw another bundle of 5 explosives at her, because that's my big whammy. And I only have one. I should have brought more for a boss, but I only remade one after the campfire thing.
Uh huh.
So yeah,
Okay, so she'll attack first then.
yeah, and then I will throw my thing.
9 damage.
Still not enough to take on the old booty bastard.
1.
Okay.
16.
That's enough right there.
Good. Okay. The lordship is no more as he's crumbled to the ground.
Sorry, Codon.
Okay. Next thing that happens, Roland.
I have my held action
Whoa.
for.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Go ahead and do that.
I held my action from a thing. I throw my bundle of 5 explosives.
Okay. Unfortunately, the problem is this is a very large room, so you may want to
Okay.
hold on. Well, I'll tell you how long it is.
Okay.
She and the lordship were 40 feet away from you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna give you -2 on your throw.
Okay. Makes it just
Distance.
God, I just wish there was anything in the system like willpower or fate, but you just can't do it. Just gonna have to hope for the. I just don't. I can't miss this one. You know what? I can't miss this one. I can't miss the bundle of 5. It's our big heavy hitter. So I'm just gonna throw a 1 explosive. Okay, Graham. Okay,
Okay.
he says. And it's a good thing I did that because I would have rolled a 4. Well, I may not have because quantum dice works different. I may have rolled better, but the point is, I miss.
Okay. Your bundle of explosive goes just a little bit
One
askew.
explosive.
Oh, sorry,
No.
1 explosive.
Yep.
Goes askew into that glowing purple Star of David, as you called it,
Yeah, evil David.
and vanishes. You don't hear any kind of explosive or anything.
Well then.
Just gone.
Huh.
Portals to somewhere. Okay.
Graham, would it be possible for me to start like gyrating on his head, doing a dance?
Sure.
Cool.
All right, I take that for. I continue to run with Richter, but I guess we.
You guys are past the line of skulls, and
Yeah, but it's an assumption that the line of skulls are going to protect us.
yeah, I know. I'm
I stay
just,
with Richter.
I'm
If
just
he
saying.
stops after the line of skulls, then I stop too.
Well, he doesn't, but
Okay.
There's a crying gnome on your head. Just fucking.
the next thing that happens is the
Edict.
demonic elephantine lady demon vanishes.
Where'd she go?
She's invisible.
That's not good.
I'm gonna assume invisible and not was sucked through that portal because I threw a bomb through it, and I don't think that's how those work.
I activate my Numina from my Stigmata Oracle power, and I see where she is. Oh, wrong game. Sorry.
Okay, Jenny.
Where'd she go?
She may be invisible, or she may have teleported, or she may have desummoned. Ask Richter.
What would happen if we destroyed these pillars?
I think they're good things. They may be good things. We may not want to...
She asked us to remove the pillar, did she not?
Yeah, she's like, take it, please. She wanted us to take it, so that's you're right. That's +1 for these pillars being good.
So you think she's stuck between the pillars?
That's my general assumption as of currently.
So don't destroy the pillars. She's stuck between the pillars.
All right, can you try to? Maybe we can move the pillars closer. That might be an idea.
Could we?
Does it look like the pillars are not affixed to the ground?
I don't know. Let's see. Jenny, it's your turn.
I'm trying to push. Okay, try to push a pillar towards.
Oh, don't try and do that.
Oh.
I think we don't mess with the pillars.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I mean, even if all they're doing is keeping her bound, like even if we push it and get her completely more and more bound, like that doesn't really help, does it?
So if you recall, the whole point of Keep on the Borderlands was to complete a ritual to determine the correct location for what Faramane and his people, when he was with Andrew, called the cage. Basically, they were trying to summon the demon and then re-trap her to be able to use when they were ready to use her. So that's Richter's point, is that he thinks that these are wards that keep her in here. For until Aelin and whoever his people are, whatever this eye is, are ready to unleash her upon the unwitting populace.
Well, so moving these wards still unleashes her on the unwitting populace, just in the wrong place for their plans,
right.
Which isn't necessarily good for us. So we still want to desummon her and/or kill her.
Right. There's a lot of moving parts here. Is what I'm saying.
What I'm asking Richter is, when she just disappeared, why did that happen?
Wizard's guess is invisibility.
Okay, but we're safe on this side of the pillars. Wizard's guess.
Wizard's guess, yes.
Wizard's guess.
Whatever that is.
So, Kadon, why don't you resummon Lordship and send him in there? And then
you still feel him, like, sort of fucking gyrating and, like, crying on your head.
Yeah, okay. So, resummon your Lordship from the dirt in that room back there, and...
Well, we're 100 feet underground. I don't have to be in the dirt anymore.
Oh, well...
Why haven't you done this sooner?
Well, because not all of our bad guys are 100 feet underground, Jenny.
No, I meant, like, why didn't he summon him sooner now?
Because we're still in turn order?
Yeah, but you had a turn, and you were crying.
Yeah, it takes 5 turns.
I understand that.
She doesn't speed up for you just because we're 100 feet underground.
Yeah. I think I get more circled points or something, if I remember correctly, Graham.
Or what?
I get more points, right? Circle points or sphere points or something like that. If I, like, meet criteria.
No, 15 is the highest. If you manage to either, lose your little jar of dirt or, do something that is against basically the faith, you will lose hit dice for the elemental, but you're already at the max, and you just kind of stay at the max until you manage to lower it by some manner.
Okay. Sure.
So, no, you're fine.
For all I know, Kadon's tears kill Elephantine plant face
Did I
demons.
tell you that when you're underground, you don't have to have dirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I've been digging holes every time I
Right, and you're supposed to, so yeah.
Okay, do I not have dirt down here?
There's no dirt down here, no.
But you're 100 feet underground, so who gives a shit?
I do. That's why I asked him if I told him that he could do it underground without any dirt, it would be fine. Did I tell you that or not?
Well, all I know is that you said that it would give me extra circles if I was underground.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. So I guess make a decision now on how you want to do it.
Let's say when you're underground, You don't need to have door.
Okay. That's pretty reasonable, I think. I mean, there's not a lot of times that I'm going to be underground, so...
Right. Yes, Roland.
I threw that grenade wild, and it went through that evil Star of David and disappeared. Think that's the portal to fungal land?
No, I need to get closer to study it, but I could make an assumption. I have quite a lot of knowledge of the outer planes.
Okay, so it could be anywhere to the outer planes.
Right.
Why do we do... No, I'm not... I can't talk.
There are 4 elemental planes and many para-elemental planes.
Now, here's a question.
Flippantly waving them off.
Absolutely. Here's a question. I don't suppose, wizards guess, that portal is necessary to sustain her presence on this plane. It's probably just how she came through, right?
Terry.
I'm not sure. The planes are... It could be anything. I couldn't even begin to make a guess.
Destroying the portal probably doesn't, like, banish her, is the point.
I used my power to summon Terry's mom. Chat.
What does that do?
Kills plants.
Yeah.
All plants.
How much hit dice does that have?
I think
20 d20.
Well,
20
that's pretty good.
D20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good call.
20d20.
Good call.
Alright, guys. How about we take a quick break?
Okay, let's take a quick break.
Did it look like any visible damage was dealt to this opponent?
Unclear.
Unclear. Okay, let's try this a little bit more, and we may need to rethink it if we don't see any visible progress. Send him back in, Kadon, and then we'll throw things and shoot spells. You still got some
Listen.
spells, Richter?
Listen, I'm not a big fan of sending his lordship in there all the time. He's a
Alright, you
real
wanna go-
person and he feels things.
You want to go in there, then?
Yeah,
His
you can go
lordship
in
can
there.
recuperate and recover, so if you want to go in there, Kadon, and take the tanking, you know.
Don't need to be
I would tell you
mean.
that the more you use Lordship is basically just shield. He'll start coming back with less HP.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do it.
So, just look at Kadon's correct.
But, you know, because we're 100 feet underground and it re-ups those spheres, he doesn't actually lose all that much HP. Because if he was not at max health, quote the GM, he would gain max health.
Ooh.
He would just lose it.
You just lose it.
He can only really lose it if he perhaps shirks his duty to his faith by perhaps exploiting the power granted him.
Hey, that's some HP.
Well, I said I'm sending him back in at least one more time, and we'll throw everything we got. And if we're not making progress, then we'll try some. Well, we don't have another plan.
Let's
So
just try something else right now.
That's my point. We don't have another plan. I'm lying. I'm hoping that we actually manage to do some visible damage when we do this because we don't have another plan.
Well, I don't want to send him in.
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
he's looking particularly sturdy.
Okay. Well, she doesn't seem to be coming out, says Richter.
I don't think she can. So,
I'm gonna go peek in these other rooms right quick.
Okay, I'll come with you.
all right. We'll do that for now.
Okay.
Okay, so this room has one large bronze door. Okay. 2 openings on the east wall and 2 doors on the south wall. What sounds good to you guys?
You're the one who wants to check the rooms, Richter.
I'm asking as GM.
Richter, which one sounds good to you?
You'll just go to the closest one, which is the leftmost door on the south wall. And he'll just kind of, nonchalantly open the door and look inside and see what's going on.
Do we hear anything? Is there
Uh,
anything in?
so this first chamber is plastered, decorated with wall murals. All show demons of lesser sorts paying homage to humans of evil character. Scenes of killing and destruction, obviously showing the deeds which made such homage due.
If only we were evil, this would be easy.
A plain armchair of black wood is centered against the east wall, opposite a 10-foot wide exit to the west, which is a hallway to y'all's right. He'll put his hand up and tell you just, wait a second. And he'll go to the hallway and he'll peer around the end. And he says, and he'll look around and he'll come back and he says, there's 4 suits of armor, basically standing there as if they weren't real, but wizard's guess is that they are real, is that they are alive.
Man, I wish I was a wizard.
And like evil.
Perhaps.
Good. These aren't the 4 knights that we're supposed to send in there to slay the bad guy. Just I've read some stories.
We have no. There's no reason to believe that. So no.
Yeah. I agree. Let's not bank on that.
Wait, what's the story?
Oh, sometimes you have to. The good guy doesn't actually slay the monster at the end. The good guy is the one who summons the ancient guardians to slay the bad guy at the those types of stories. Yeah.
His lordship's a guardian.
Well, you won't send him in there. So let's go.
Because
check
I
it
don't
out.
want him to get hurt!
Sorry.
Big meanie.
Okay, Richter's gonna go into the next other door. Peek in there.
What do you human eyes see?
Plastered wall. This room has many murals depicting scenes in which humans, demi-humans, and humanoids are being robbed. Oh, I'm sorry, robed. There's a difference. Robed in finery of various sorts and given crowns of gold adorned by devices of skulls. Above all are paintings of a golden skull wearing a silvery crown in which are set gems of red, green, white, and brown. The floor is tiled in black and yellow squares, each a foot across. The south wall shows scenes of elemental devastation, and under each depiction is a chair.
Oh.
There's another hallway. Just in that off room, the plastered walls here show scenes of revelry and debauchery involving coronated individuals similar to those in the previous chamber. Those rewarded in this antechamber were evidently taken here to be feted. Couches, cushions, and pillows surround small tables. The place is in disorder, as if those once here left hurriedly. Several stands are tipped over, as are chairs. Stains on the carpet show where food and drink were spilled and never cleaned. Dishes, goblets, and drinking vessels lie in scattered profusion. All of the furnishings are excellent workmanship and material, but all are disgusting in what they depict.
Have we found the BFG yet?
Nope.
What about the Soul Cube?
I'm not. Nope, says Richter.
Index?
What about the Herodric Cube?
I did find 4 suits of armor in the other hallway.
Let's go put them on. Maybe his lordship wants to wear one.
So you're willing? You're not willing to put his lordship up against the evil demon that could destroy all life on this planet, but you are willing to shove him in a magical suit of armor that may destroy him.
Well, I mean, if he had a magical suit of armor, then he could fight the demon.
I mean, be my guest, as Richter said.
Okay. I guess I go walking with his lordship into the room with the suits of armor.
We should at least watch him activate the bad guys that are then going to kill us.
Keep in mind that all of these suits of armor appear to have great swords on the backs.
Maybe we should just, like, disarm them first, and then try and put them on? Seriously, Kaon, you shouldn't touch that armor. Richter, you gonna back me up on this?
It's gotta.
Yeah, just leave them. I really don't want to touch anything if we don't have
Definitely gotta.
Kaon, please, if you touch that armor, Like, you absolutely cannot say no to sending him back in there. Like,
We're not, and also, I'm not helping you.
Well, he'll be wearing the armor, so...
No, the armor will come to life and
No.
attack everybody. One of our last friends died doing this. He may or may not have been played by the same player. I don't think you want to...
He sounds like a really cool dude.
It's a bizarre.
Yeah, he was a cool dude until he got killed by... he got killed by living armor.
Best not to
touching
ask
things.
questions.
That he wasn't... Best not to ask questions.
What
Any
is
other
life?
check?
Are we just players in a game?
That's the specific kind of questions I told you not to ask.
Oh my god, I'm going meta! What if our life is a series of rules?
The outer machinations of the universe are beyond your understanding, Kadon.
Well, if Kadon, 10, 20 years down the line, babbling and naked in a forest, told me he'd discover the secrets of reality, I might just believe it.
I gotta roll a die to double check, though.
While you guys are doing that, Richter has wandered over to one of the hallways that's just kind of leading off of the main elevator chamber,
Check there. I'll go with him.
and he says, "Guys, you got to see this."
Oh,
What is
yeah?
it?
I gotta go see that.
Is it a pile of gold?
I will send you exactly what you see.
Oh.
Why don't you just tell us we're all there?
Because it's a picture. and
Oh, I
let's
love
have a picture.
pictures.
And I like pictures.
Everybody likes
but
pictures.
somebody drew these pictures, and I'd like to use them.
Yeah.
But
Is it that 12-year-old again?
I wish.
He was really good at drawing.
I know.
Altuve Demetrion jokes, fellas.
Yeah.
Full circle. Spare points for everyone.
Okay, the room is quite large, and oh goodness.
Just shapes.
Yes, there are shapes. To the north is a triangle of a dull. Excuse me. I don't even know what that word means.
Why don't you spell it out?
ECRU.
ECRU. Askew? Is it trying to say askew?
It's like a color. It must mean gray. Anyway.
Accrue, the light beige color of unbleached linen. In other words, the most boring color.
Okay.
Why did they just say,
I don't know why they don't just say anything in this book.
it's white? Holy shit.
The echoing hall is constructed of polished black stones which give back odd reflections of your light. The most striking features here are the symbols set to the chamber floor. To the north is a triangle of dull ecru stone outlined with some sort of gray metal. A throbbing radiance seems to spread in dun-colored pulses that wash over the area.
That dung is radiating and throbbing. I don't
To
want
the
to touch
east is
it.
a great 10-foot square of translucent stone, blue at the edges and shading to a deep green at the center, bordered by a strip of pale green. The whole gives out undulating sheets of blue-green light. To the south is a circle of translucent crystal ringed by a silvery band. The whole sends forth slowly rising clouds of pale light that spread and disappear. To the west is a long diamond shape with 4 points radiating from the sides of the lozenge. The whole is fashioned of translucent stone, mottled red and amber, outlined in red gold. It sends up sudden tongues of brightness, planes of pale fire that vanish as quickly as they appear. So 4 elemental symbols, essentially.
Well, I don't know which one looks like Earth, but I want to touch one.
It's the
I
one
think
that's-
Earth is
it's
trying.
a true.
Yeah, it's true.
I stand on that one.
No, I have his lordship stand on that one. Maybe he'll get a buff.
No, I stand on it.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Anything happen?
How long do you stand there?
Long enough for something to happen.
Okay. Kadon vanishes.
Whee!
Oh, well.
Damn.
His lordship walks over to it as well, stands on it.
Okay. The lordship vanishes.
Whee!
I don't want to go help him.
Yeah, but if we don't go and help him,
I just was hoping that
You know
maybe...
what says Richter? It was his choice. You know,
He made a choice. He did
made a
that,
choice,
and
he's gonna have to live with it. I mean, I don't really know what you want me to say.
I really want his Earth Golem to fight the demon, but I also don't want to get teleported to the plane of elemental Earth.
See, that's the wizard's guess.
Yeah, that's my guess too, and I'm not even a wizard. You know, at least he'll be happy there. I think we can all agree. He'll get to meet his god and slowly suffocate to death, but also meet his god.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I imagine the elemental plane of Earth isn't big on oxygen. That's just a guess.
Well, yeah, but he's a gnome. Gnomes aren't big on oxygen.
He wasn't using much anyway.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll, you know, it will be reflected in the files that Kadon had a noble sacrifice.
Well, it'll be reflected in the files that Kadon acquired all that he could hope for meeting his god on the elemental plane of Earth by standing in a triangle on a floor that was clearly magical, and not sending the golem first like I told him to, at which point he would have wept and cried for the loss of his god, but then resummoned him without any hassle. Well, whatever, he's gone.
Yeah, he actually refused to put the elemental in first, so you know.
So he deserves
fault. He deserves whatever he's getting.
Yeah, he deserves what he got, right, Jenny?
I don't even know.
All agreed? All agreed? Good. Okay.
Yeah, all agreed. We're abandoning Kadon. What's the next move?
Well, Jenny, feel free to hop in there.
I'm not hopping in there. I don't know where it goes.
Yeah, because we're not stupid enough to stand on a triangle.
That's where I'm not going.
This is already a bad place.
I'll give you 4 guesses about where I'm not going.
Triangle, square, star, and circle. Was I right on all counts? Yeah, I was.
Okay, Kadon.
Hello! Apparently I'm still alive.
All of your vision goes completely black and stays relatively black until your eyes can adjust. Gnomes have some amount of dark vision, even though it's not particularly useful in combat or anything.
Oh.
But you can see, just what was hypothesized. Caves. You're in a cave.
I see how deep I am.
Infinity.
No meaning? Yeah, exactly.
No solution. Undefined.
Error.
Where is his lordship?
Or cave cannot be found.
He's right next to you.
Alright. Which way's up?
That is a good question.
Also error. 404 not found.
Also 404.
I suppose there's another triangle on the floor right where he's standing that he can just get back in.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
It's not there.
Graham, I spend my XP to be able to borrow.
Dave.
That's fine.
Dave.
Yeah.
Just humor me here. Say, GM, I look around to see if there's a triangle.
GM, I look around to see if there's a triangle.
You don't see any triangles on floors.
GM, I use my XP to get the spell borrow.
Okay.
Great. What do I need to do to activate this so I can swim through the ocean of the dirt?
You leap up, begin to spin really, really quickly, and then dive headfirst into the rock and start burrowing through it.
Alright.
Like a jackhammer.
Alright. And with my navigation abilities, I wish to be able to find something. Up or down.
You collapse the floor of the chamber you're in and into the next chamber.
Yep.
Where you land on something squishy.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Okay. I need you to make a constitution check.
I can do that.
This is not gonna be good.
Yeah!
Okay.
I feel right at home.
You are paralyzed currently.
Well, that's good.
Damn.
Okay. The lordship follows. He has no such way to be poisoned or paralyzed or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so he will proceed to bash into oblivion the ooze that you landed on,
Yay!
and kind of pick you up and just kind of cradle you as a mother might hold a child who's dumb. And he's doing his best. He shakes his head back and forth very slowly, and we fade out.
I am Groot.
Slowly. Yeah, very slowly, and we cut back to the rest of the party.
So he's trapped there forever, probably, huh?
You know what? We'll swing back here on the way out.
Okay.
Well,
And think about
all
it.
my plans for dealing with the entity of ultimate evil involve a 9-foot tall shield between us and it. So,
Huh.
you know, that's
surely there's a way back through from the other side, but where that would be, I could tell you.
Yeah.
We'd have to go in there and spend months plotting a route and building a map.
And I imagine time doesn't travel like slower there or something, and we could come out minutes later.
In fact, it does work similar to that. Time in the planes is dependent on the kind of plane it is, but with a lot of planes, time just doesn't pass it in the prime plane as it does in other planes. So, like for example, the astral plane time it takes you could spend 100 years there and it would be like a minute out here.
Do you age in a
I'm
plane?
feeling that Earth is kind of a slower plane.
Ah, I see what you mean. That's
Earth is it's got gravitas to it. It moves very slowly. Everything it does happens very slowly.
right.
So, I mean, I'm not saying that we have the time to go rescue him because we don't, but maybe, just maybe, if we come back after checking a couple rooms, he'll come back with like a beard twice as long, right?
Well, here's an idea. If we can find a book about the elemental plane of Earth, that could give us a lot of information.
Is there a library?
If we can find any book, I'd like to find the book that says how to defeat Zurgad Moy.
Yeah.
Zagat.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. I'd like to find the book that says, insert Master Sword, lower left ventricle, turn clockwise.
Yeah. That's okay. Well, let's keep looking around then, I guess.
All right, we check some other rooms. Dave, why did you stand on a triangle? Why did you have your golem stand on the triangle?
I wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, the golem would have teleported away, and you would have recognized that he was gone forever and re-summoned another golem.
No, I would have chased him. Are you kidding me? I would have chased him.
Well,
Wow.
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, man. Okay, let's check another room and hopefully...
Yeah. And there's one more hallway that you could possibly go into from here, aside from the bronze door, which we've yet to determine how to get through. That 30 by 40 foot chamber is a strange composite of polished pink stone, golden chains, and a floor of loose earth. Deep black earth, in fact, covers the entire floor, save for yeah, I know, right? Some bright metal chains hang from the wall. The room is dark. The walls show neither cressets nor sconces. There is a huge amount of purple fungi in that room.
Oh, gross.
So that's cool.
Hey,
what's that?
Bad for you.
What's that? Point.
What's what?
Do you see that? You guys see what appears to be a white, like, scroll case or map case.
Oh, okay, good.
It's hidden within the mire of the violet fungi.
Okay, so we can probably burn the fungi away. Does the case look fireproof?
It appears to be made of ivory.
Ivory's not very fireproof.
You have a fishing pole?
We had a giant rock monster that could stick his hand in fungus.
That would be useful, wouldn't it? But I guess we live in the present now, so.
Is it fungus on the floor, or is it all over the place?
Everywhere.
Everywhere? Can something fly through it?
Yeah, certainly.
How?
It's not like filling the entire volume of the room, but it's all on the outsides.
Is there a part of the case that's jutting out and very much not covered in fungus?
Yes, exactly. That's how you can see it.
Okay, so you could transverse with flight. No, you can only do small animals, right?
I can do
small or medium.
Medium.
Why don't you make a bird to blow the fungi away?
I was hoping like elephant trunk reach.
That would be great, but 10 more points are required.
Yeah, 10 more points.
I'm barely there.
A really long snake.
We need that scroll because hopefully it says Zurgatmoy is weak to
Fire! What do you know?
Or it could be nothing.
Could be nothing.
But you know, we won't know if we don't check.
But it could also say she has exactly this much HP, and
Yeah,
we would
that'd be-
know
I don't
how
know
much.
what that means. I don't.
Don't worry about it.
That's something weird. Okay, fine.
Wizard's guess. It's an abstract of basic constitution that doesn't really matter in the real world. Well, how big is this case?
Normal scroll case size, about a foot long.
Foot long. So I mean, maybe an eagle could pick it up. You think an eagle could pick it up?
I'm
Jenny?
thinking an eagle could pick it up.
What
wanna
about,
give it a go?
what about just like a robin or something? I think it's too heavy.
That's definitely too heavy for a robin, right? Yeah.
And it's not
guess
an
I
African
would say-
swallow.
Pelican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
I could see
pelicans
that.
are more mouth grabbers, and I wouldn't want her to get fungus in her mouth.
That's true.
Well, once she transforms back, she'll heal.
Oh, well then, turn into anything, grab it, and transform back.
I'm worried though if it grabs her though. That's my concern.
Oh, does it look like it's got tentacles?
Sort of. There's viney appendages and stuff.
Is
I
There's
don't wanna-
things just kind of moving around in there, just like in this room where you hear that kind of sound.
I don't know if I want to play tentacle games with these guys.
You need a replacement 10-foot pole. Was there wood in any of these rooms?
There's those black chairs. They were made of wood.
Did they look like they could detach from the ground, or were
Yeah,
they
they were just kind of sitting there. There's like normal chairs.
Let's go get a chair and throw it at the pink or purple fungus.
Why don't you go get one of the swords from the weapons guys?
Because that'll activate the armor.
You're not there.
I start shouting to myself, because that'll activate the armor.
Who are you talking to?
I've lost my mind, having lost Kadon. No.
We can always make our way all the way back outside and get a tree or something. But
I mean, we figured out how to do the... No, we've lost one of our fucking altar boys.
it's true.
If you go up, we might not be able to... I mean, maybe one of us could touch both, but I don't know that that's going to work, necessarily. We can
Well-
try it, but that's a gamble.
I wonder if you go up the same way you come down.
Like, you think it maybe takes a different route up?
Or perhaps there's a different, raising mechanism
Oh, you have to do red, green, white, brown?
or something.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Anywho.
I suppose we could be stuck down here. The bronze door, by the way, that definitely leads back into the rest of the temple, right? I'm not the only one who figured that out. Like, this is the
Well,
boss,
what-
and that's the boss door, and then we would have gotten to that brass door if we had gone through the normal way.
Well, that'd be real easy. I'm worried that whatever's on the other side of that room is like the progressively harder and harder, trolls and ogres and whatnot that Faramir was gathering in the first place. He was gathering all those.
Right, yeah. I don't want to go there. I'm saying there is nothing behind that door because it's the temple that we skipped, right? Right? I'm not the only one who's feeling that.
Yeah, or it could go up. I mean,
Anyway.
I say chances are good that it's bad back there.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, bad in here. It's probably worse out there.
Let's go get a chair and poke it. Yeah,
Okay.
chair? All
What do
right,
you-
chair.
Are we poking the tentacles?
No, we want to make sure they aren't graspers so that you don't get...
Oh yeah, I don't want that. None of that.
We don't
Okay.
want some schoolgirl thing going on with a half-orc
No
druid.
thanks. Nope. I'm good. Nope.
Yep. So we go grab it.
Senpai, no!
Go grab it. Well, if we're gonna just poke it, let's use the quarterstaff.
We have a quarterstaff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's poke it with the quarterstaff.
Okay, poke. Jenny, do you want to poke that?
What? I don't want to poke with my quarterstaff
Why not?
because it's my god item.
Oh.
Dang.
Fine.
Because I
You
don't
go-
have my tattoos yet.
Fair enough. We'll
Go and get a chair.
We'll go get a chair.
Poke.
I go grab one of the chairs.
Okay. Every time
Nothing
you poke. Oh, nothing happens when you remove the chair. No.
Okay, it's one of those Indiana Jones things where it's like, okay, and go poke it.
Poke one of the lesser fungi. There are a bunch of like little mushrooms in here.
Mhm.
Just kind of when you poke it, it shrivels up and dies. but a little white light is released when you kill it.
Wizard's guess on white light?
I don't know, energy being released.
Huh.
I
Could
imagine
we
if you killed
just,
all, I
like-
imagine if you killed all these at once, it might explode. Is what I'm getting at.
Oh, like if we had just done fireball to burn them all away.
Perhaps because if poking one releases some amount of energy, that's what that light is.
Yeah, you know, I really should have intuited that being the explosives guy.
Yeah, you should have.
All right, we'll slowly poke the smallest ones to make a path to the scroll case.
Okay. Okay, done. There it is.
All right.
Are there
the-
any traps on the case?
Wizard.
Well, what do you want me to do?
You know, like last time you went up to a door and figured out it was warded. Just make sure it's not warded with like explosion.
I don't really have anything for that.
All right, I open it.
Oh, God.
Do you take it out of the mire, or do you just open it from there?
Oh well, we removed it from the fungus, and now it's
Oh.
like on. We're not in
I
the same
see.
room.
I see.
Yeah.
So you've left. Okay, so Richter will open it. He thought it was still in the fungus juice.
Okay.
Fungus juice.
Gross.
Yeah. He will detect magic then on it as what is.
What is that, like a rotary phone or something?
Yep. I gotta get a signal. I gotta get a signal to the magic server. Okay. Yep. Seems good. He pops the top.
Once he pops, he just can't stop.
There's actually not a scroll in there. It's actually a wand.
Oh, please be the wand of destroy Zergat Moy.
He will make a check. This is a magecraft check. It's a very strange kind of check that nobody really uses, and he passes easily because he does.
It's badass.
He's very smart. And
Penny
yeah,
drop.
he says a little word that I will tell you as soon as I can get to Google Translate and translate a word into Latin. So it sounds mysterious and sounds magical, but it's really not. But it's really Latin.
Oh, okay. Because it's the wand of like defunging,
Yeah.
no more fungus.
Yeah, he says Ignis, as if
Ignis.
yeah, like ignite.
And fungus is weak to fire. Woo!
And it's a very, very, very bright light, almost like a flare, on the end. Okay, and sensing your theory, he walks back over to the fungus room and just kind of holds it near the fungus, and the fungus shies away from the very bright light.
We did it. So I bet if we like shove it down her throat, she'll just like expand away from it and pop.
Well, from what I saw, she wasn't made of what?
Yeah, she was like a big pollen spore.
Huh? Must have missed that.
Yeah, her body was a big spore, and her legs were like disgusting, gross trunk things because, you know, she's a fungus god. She's half fungus.
Uh-huh.
Or various percentages of fungus.
Well, we can try that, but we got to get close to her, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, well, we lost her.
Nope. Just one step. Good progress.
Well, we made some progress. Was there any other fungus blocking something?
No, just the suits of armor blocking the other hallway and the bronze doors. There was fungus all up in the upper room. You know, it wasn't like difficult or like demonic fungi. It was just normal fungi.
But rapidly growing.
There's and then there's the room with the 4 symbols, of course.
That's all we found?
Yeah. Anybody feeling elemental plane of fire? Anybody? No.
Oh.
I mean, we
It was-
will
it was-
die instantly there, won't we?
It was a joke.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would love to like summon something from there to fight her, but we don't think we got those tools.
Do you imagine we could lure something out of there?
I mean, if the
Only
obviously-
by going there.
Kadon would have come right back out if the doorway was right where the entrance is, right? If
Yeah,
the exit
perhaps-
and entrance are the same place, he would have wandered right out, and that's pretty much the only way we could lure something.
Perhaps there's like a red dragon just hanging out near the exit.
Who's
That'd be-
also super chill with killing demon fungus ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that exact moment, Kadon comes back with 300 earth golems.
No.
That'd be great. Does that happen?
No.
Comes back like Robin Williams in Jumanji.
No, does he?
What year is it?
I mean, I'm completely serious. After checking all the rooms, we're like, let's just go back and check to see if, time dilation, that whole thing, is he there?
He's not there.
Ah, damn it.
I'm probably dead.
Gosh. I mean,
Meanwhile,
you're an earth
Kadon,
priest in an earth elemental place.
Kadon, what's the situation? It's still dark in here. What do? Do you have any supplies? Do you have anything on you?
Let's see. I have.
Any method that you might get out of a situation such as this?
Well, I have my drill that I can
Yeah.
move around in. I have a water pouch. I have my holy symbol. To the god.
Imagine your god is like 100 feet from you right now. It's probably a good time to pray.
Yeah, can I pray?
Yeah. What do you want to say?
To the primal plane that I came from.
I say, Toknon, if you can hear me, I'm closer to you than I've ever been. I'd really like to, meet up and stuff.
Wow.
The holiest words in his religion.
You hear words in your own brain. You don't think you hear them with your ears.
Okay.
It just says yes.
My friends are in a bit of a dire straits. That's right, I have friends, did I tell you? It's great. There's a druid lady who's like a half-orc. She's very pretty. There's a man in a tin suit who looks like he has really fat tummy. And, there's a wizard, and he's not a very good wizard. He got blown away from a door. When your avatar didn't, that was kind of funny.
I don't care about any of that.
Oh, okay.
I only care about you.
Oh, thank you. Wanna, like,
Follow the vibrations.
well, I can do that.
And it's almost like an earthquake, like a very small earthquake.
Alright.
Using your gnomish sensitive powers of
Yeah.
Earth. Okay. It doesn't get any lighter or anything, but you do, feel vibrations.
Okay.
You have to walk that way. You pass what you think is some kind of various creatures that you've never even seen before. You couldn't even imagine in your wildest dreams, and you just kind of pass them. They are basically kind of kneeling, or if they even have knees. They are kind of getting out of your way.
Yep, I'm wearing, his lordship like a mech suit right now, so my head is where his head would be.
No, you're not.
I drilled inside of him.
You can't do that.
I can't do that? Aw. There's a whole point of me getting the burrow ability.
He'll take damage.
Oh, okay. Alright, then I'm just walking on his shoulder, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, cutting back to the trio of terror or whatever.
Trio of terror.
What was it? And a
We
bird
don't
flies
have any of
over.
that now. We
Yeah.
have only the explosion in the car, which sounds more like a bird getting hit by a grenade on accident.
Ah!
Boom! Squawk! 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 So I want to go back to. I want to lead Richter. We got the wand just in case. We're gonna head back to the skulls. We're not gonna pass them or anything. We're just gonna look in and see like, oh, she's there again because her visibility wore off or something.
Nope, you don't see anything.
I don't suppose we can negotiate.
Maybe a little.
You look like a mango.
I don't think she wants to negotiate.
Negotiate how?
With words.
How so?
Is that her saying that?
Oh, okay. Well,
In case Wreckage wasn't like just not unaware of what's happening just now. It's like, with words? I mean...
Like, you agree not to destroy the world, and we give you something you want?
I want you to get rid of those skull pillars.
Why?
Sure. Well, because
Why?
they're imprisoning her. But what assurance do we have that after getting rid of the skull pillars, you don't destroy the world?
Didn't we already have
Why
this
would I
type of
want that?
conversation with
What do you want?
To spread.
Right, so you spreading, like, other things can't live with fungus everywhere. That's sort of the point.
Just this continent, then.
No.
Ooh, how big is
That
the
seems pretty
continent? How big is the
reasonable.
continent? I lean over to Richter. How big is the continent? Well, we can't.
So the world, this world is a nearly, aside from 3 small islands, the entire world is one contiguous landmass.
Okay, problem with that. The entire world is one contiguous landmass.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So,
Plenty
like,
of space over there in the Ispins for you.
yeah,
Which is those
that's-
islands I mentioned.
I mean,
How many of there can you be? 30, 40?
there's actually like 2.4 million probably at this technology level, which is hazard guess. Maybe even 24 million. That point might move around. There's a lot of us. How about a country? This country's a shithole anyway. Can you limit yourself to a country?
No.
I can think about it.
All right, you
Seriously?
think about that. We'll come back and we'll give you some time to think. We're having time thinking over here too.
Okay, she'll come up from behind the tapestry in crone form.
Uh-huh.
She's kind of sitting in her giant throne.
I mean, it's all I really got, Jenny.
We can't do this.
It's already
We don't
overrun
have
by
a s-
undead.
We don't have a. Yeah, this place is a fucking disaster. We don't have a stone. We don't have a giant mud golem to fight her with anymore. Richter doesn't have any ideas, and he's the wizard. He knows everything.
Seriously? It wasn't okay when Nuntao was doing it. Why would it be okay now?
My idea, since you were so kind to ask,
Oh.
is to go find. Oh God, what was his name? What was the other bladesman's name? I don't even remember. I wrote it way up there.
Yeah.
It's got an M.
Yeah, I'll
It's
find
way
it for you.
up there.
I
Yeah.
got it somewhere.
Actually, we don't talk much in this chat, so it should be relatively nearby.
There was Milon,
Merlon. Is that it?
Ulsec,
Mylon.
Mylon, A Blood, and Andrew.
And do you think that he has discovered how to deal with this?
I bet he's got more info than we do.
But he's like, we came to the temple because he's probably somewhere in the middle of that temple filled with trolls and ogres and ghouls.
Yeah.
Like, that was our lead.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Those guys that we fought outside,
Uh-huh.
they had basically regalia that would belie their allegiance to these people.
So you're thinking we go get the regalia, put it on, and then casually walk through the temple of elemental
We
evil?
walk through looking for Mylon.
No. Well,
You would just be prisoners of mine.
Oh, so we can't all be members of the thing. Some of us have to be prisoners.
Well, first of all, no offense to the lady, but it wouldn't work out.
I got an idea, Richter.
what?
Yeah.
These people were led down with blindfolds.
Yeah.
The only level they saw was the ghoul level, which means they don't care about the ghoul level, right?
Yeah.
Follow with me here.
Okay.
That means the level they probably care about most is this level. Now, what if we disguised ourselves as, like, wizard priests of Zergat Moy and actually came out through this bottom door? Because, we couldn't possibly be bad guys if we're coming out of the most sacred inner chamber of the demon, right?
Interesting. Although
Yeah.
I'm worried because one of the things that Andrew reported when he went and talked to the king a long time ago, this happened a long time ago,
Uh-huh.
is that Pheromaine's basically acolytes used code phrases where they would speak
Wait.
one half and the other person would speak the other half.
We know that code phrase. We were told that during the Caves of Chaos. we were told a code phrase. We ended up having one code phrase. It might not be the right code phrase though, but what was it? Because we've forgotten because it's been 13 weeks.
It's been more than that.
It's been a lot more than that since we got that
It's
code
been a
phrase.
lot more than that.
But we technically learned the code phrase during that entire
Let me
event.
look.
Goodness, let me find out.
It would have been information and like when you were playing Walzer, like you've been through Noontown and Kadon since then.
We only have 8 minutes. I can find out during the week.
Yeah, let's find out during the week. Let's also just say that we spend the last 8 minutes making plans and just make plans through the rest of the week. Maybe we visit Kadon and finish up with him and his earthquakes.
Well, Richter thinks that perhaps the whatever thing that said on the throne, points to the throne, could be a code phrase also. We may want to bank several code phrases
Right.
if we can come up with some.
Well.
Or attempt to initiate code phrases, and they'll be like, oh, they must be so much better than us.
You know, that's some nth level stuff.
Yeah.
Especially if we can get whatever's written on that throne, because that'll sound official.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm getting. I mean, I went all the way back in my notes to blood use, and I couldn't really
It's
find
okay.
it.
I don't think you ever heard the whole code phrase. I think you only heard the first half.
Okay.
No, so what I recall happening, and I won't bother going back through the videos to prove or disprove this. I remember we got half of it when we were prompted at the door. Didn't have the other half at the time, but after that we spoke with Andrew in the clandestine way when he sort of let us out and talked about it, and he gave us the other half.
That's fine. I'll give that to you.
That's my recollection. So, oh gosh, I just want to throw bombs at her until she's dead. I know we've done, like 60-something damage already, but she might heal. I don't know. That's why I just wanted to send him back in there.
Why don't you spend this time making bombs?
I have all the bombs that I could possibly. I mean, I have the supplies for a bunch of stuff that I could build, but more bombs doesn't. What am I gonna do?
Throw more bombs at her.
Okay, Kadon.
Yeah.
You're following this vibration, whatever vibrational energy, you are.
Okay. So I'm just like talking to Technon.
Maybe waving politely to other creatures that you pass on the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like, so is this where you live?
You talking to who?
Talk-
talking to somebody?
Technon.
Oh. Yes.
It's lovely. You have lots of friends down here. I'm jealous.
I wish I could go elsewhere.
Do you want to come with me?
Yes.
I mean, if you want, I can help you with that.
Would be something.
I mean,
Of course, we'd both need to go.
you could take on the form of this avatar. I mean, it is you.
Yes, I have several avatars.
Dozens even.
They can all come with me.
Tens of avatars.
What do you need me to do?
Says first I need to have a look at you.
Okay. I'm on my way.
Okay. You follow for about 5 to 10 minutes, following along. What's that? Oh, that's some sort of giant stone head with legs. Oh, that's weird. There's some sort of what looks to be like a badger, but made entirely of crystal. That's a bit strange. Some sort of bizarre reptilian creature, probably a basilisk, probably part of the basilisk family.
I don't look at its eyes.
Yeah, good call. You see another earth elemental, but this one is composed of small, tiny pebbles. Lordship waves at that one.
I wave as well.
You see a creature that looks to be like an almond, but it's got eyes all over itself, and it's got 8 legs, just kind of walking along the ceiling.
Ooh, this place is fancy.
Okay, and the very last thing that happens, where we'll end off, is that Kadon walks into the largest chamber that he's seen so far, that he's been on the elemental plane of Earth. And this large chamber is occupied It's lit also by bioluminescent fungi, everybody's favorite kind of fungi.
Yay!
The useful
And,
kind, as
yeah.
opposed to the evil kind.
And malignant.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, benign. I mean,
Right.
benign
Yes.
fungi. And this chamber is occupied by two massive black dragons.
Cool.
They says, there you are.
Hello!
And that's where we'll stop.
Okay. Well, I guess.
I show up into the underground, you guys are like, okay, we're gonna go up, pretend to be things. I'm just like, here's my god! And it's like two fucking humongous dragons.
Well, this I'm certain that this didn't go the way that anybody expected.
Shit.
We skipped the entire Temple of Elemental Evil, and then one of our players willingly stranded himself on the elemental plane of Earth. Yeah.
I'm an earth priest, man. What do you want from me?
That's fair.
Yeah. If I can travel to the elemental planes, to the earth planes, and be like, sick.
I mean, sure, but you had no idea what that. You could have turned into a statue. Like, that could have been what the Earth one did. The Fire one could have turned you into a pile of ash, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you really gambled with that one there, Dave.
It's alright.
And for all you know, you've still lost that gamble. Perhaps he's like, I'd be happy to leave this plane with you. The only plane I'm interested in, though, is, fucking the outer planes or something, and you go to a different outer plane.
And I'd be like, and then Kadon's life would be fucking flying around with his god, man.
Full of awesome things like Neverending Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys are stuck in the elemental evils trying to, like, convince a fucking mango plant to not take over the world.
Slop in the dirt, and he's flying around having adventures.
Not having to eat or do
Yeah,
anything.
just whatever, man.
Yeah. It seems like I lucked out.
Who really won?
Yeah, who really won?
Well, I guess if we don't beat the Fungus Queen, we definitely lost.
Well, everyone, take a fucking elemental plane. See you in the next life.
I think Roland just answers like, which plane is the most explosion-y? Like fire.
Fire?
Fire.
Yeah.
But I would literally burn to a crisp on the plane of elemental fire, probably.
Well, not if
I
you
imagine there's as much fire on the elemental plane of fire as there is earth on the elemental plane of earth, which is more fire than you can survive. Definitely not water, probably drowned. Air.
Yeah, you just fall
Air,
forever. You'd be
air.
like,
I'll fall
whee!
forever because I don't have a flying ability.
Maybe you can catch on to like a flying something or other.
Just need to find a genie.
Cloud.
Just need to fall until you find a genie.
Yeah.
A fucking Nimbus cloud.
That's where the Jins are. Elemental plane of air.
Yeah.
They come hang out with you because they're bored.
I'll just be like, genie, as I fall the whole time. Hey,
Yep.
Jen.
Anyway, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
Fun.
pretty good
Yeah.
comeback. We might see if we can wrangle a couple of temporary players, maybe, Graham. How do you feel about that?
I don't think it's necessary.
I'd rather not necessary.
Okay, all right.
I
Well,
think we'll come
at,
to...
at the speed this is going, let's call it 1 to 4 sessions.
Like 4 maximum. I wouldn't be surprised if we were done before the end of the next
It
session.
depends. I expected this to go probably 5 to 10, but you guys I mean, the chair thing wasn't the hardest puzzle in the world, but it's fine.
yeah. It just required logic. It was basically point-and-click adventure logic.
Well, Richter is there to help.
Yeah,
and I
he
put
is.
it there for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Altuve Demetrion's been running for, what, since the start of the channel almost, pretty much.
Forever.
Yeah, it's like, we did Demon Hunt for like 3 weeks before we found you coming on, so this is literally the longest running Die Party game that we have, and if we can... do you say 4 episodes to the conclusion?
That's
Maximum.
that's a maximum.
It's probably a lot
Well,
less.
I mean, who knows? If all of you get stranded in different elemental planes, we could be here forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll save you the trouble and be like, well, I just keep walking through random portals until I end up in Sigil.
Oh,
Walking
shit.
through random
Fair
portals.
Dang.
Then when I'm in Sigil, I sell explosives to people and I get a hut.
Yeah.
Never walk through a door thinking of the smell of strawberries.
But yeah, Altuve's been running for almost a year and a half now. So it's been we've gone through 3 seasons and stuff, so we'll definitely seems like we're coming to a close. But having said that, it doesn't mean anything bad's happening at all because the story's going to come to an epic conclusion.
Means we can move on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us. If you enjoyed tonight's game or game day in general, make sure you send that love onward and hit that follow button. It really helps us out. We're trying to grow what we do here at Die Party.
You know, and if you're already followed and you're thinking, I want to help grow Die Party, but I've already done the only thing that I can do, that's not actually true. You could also tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell strangers in the dog park, tell them about... Yeah.
Other dogs in the dog park.
www.twitch.tv/HENLEY for all of your adventuring storytelling needs.
What?
What?
What did you just... What?
What?
I don't even know what you did.
I encouraged them to advertise the channel, not just follow it.
Okay.
WALK?
ASL. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back next Friday with another episode of Blades in the Dark, and then Saturday we'll also have game day as well. And then I believe on the 24th.
I got something. Next week we need to start 30 minutes late.
All right, that's cool.
Okay.
FYI. Fine.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
We can run Sin Eaters for an extra 30 minutes then.
I mean, sure. No problem there.
Yeah.
Good.
We could run seniors for an extra 4 hours if the players were free.
Yeah.
And Graham didn't want to run his game.
And then next Saturday, after Die Party Game Day, I will be participating in a 24-hour charity D&D event. So that'll be fun. I won't be doing it for 24 hours, but I will be joining at the arse end of their stream to help finish them off. And that'll be cool. I'll be playing with typical GM and a few other streamers as well. That'll be fun. And tomorrow, I believe I'm over on Swagula's channel for his Twitch Plays D&D stuff, which should be fun. And yeah.
Are you doing anything for Halloween?
Well,
yeah, we are. We're doing a thing. Remember?
Yeah, we're doing a thing.
Yeah,
What's the
well,
thing?
we're doing a Sin Eaters all day special on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get the ghosts and the spoops, and they're gonna happen. We've got a Halloween special story.
Yeah, Graham, if you want to fucking participate in that, let me know, man.
Or let me know, or extend the invitation in the first place.
Yeah.
Because I mean, totally is doable, but we'd have to figure it out. Yeah.
I got a good idea. Can I be the doppelgangster?
Doppelgangster.
It's a good idea.
You can tell me about that in chat or in one-on-one.
Yeah. And let me wrap this up, guys. If you enjoyed the game, follow. If you missed and want to check out the rest of the Altuve Demetrion archives, there's a lot there. You can actually see like the very beginnings, the humble beginnings actually, over on the YouTube channel. And then season 3 onwards, we have the podcast over on SoundCloud as well. So definitely check that shit out. There's a lot of other Die Party content there, some really good stuff. And yeah, Graham, do you have anything to pimp?
Not right now.
Okay. Siren, tell the people about what you do.
I do streaming, but it has been put on hold only because of school.
Bugger.
temporarily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not a silly bugger like me.
No, I gotta pass these classes. This is my last year, so.
Nice. Put in the hard yakka.
Yep, I'm trying to get the good grades and then.
Hard yakka? You don't know what that is?
What?
No, I have no idea.
Japan.
Okay, I'll send
You
you.
just said words.
I'll
Just making up words now.
No, I'll send you something.
Oh, great.
Chooses not to use ours, so he just makes up his own.
So yeah, but if you guys are interested, it is twitch.tv/gamersiren. You can head over there and check out my videos that are up on my highlights. And I do have a YouTube channel that's in my profile.
Yeah, you do a lot of butt-touching games.
I do butt touching games. I did also play and beat Until Dawn and lost my shit.
Nice.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was my first spoopy game ever. So
Really? You should play. You should
Until
play.
Dawn, spoopy game.
Yeah, that's the
that
teenager
was
murder
spoopy.
one.
Yeah.
The what?
That's a teenager murder one.
Teenager Murderer.
Oh, I want to play it. Do you
Yeah.
have it on
Yeah.
your library, Dave?
No, it's a PS4 game, man.
PS4.
Oh, nuts.
It's really, really, really
You'd
good.
you'd-
I beat
you'd
it.
probably like that.
Yeah,
I
you would.
beat it in like 10 hours.
It's a very quick game. Yeah. You should
It's-
play.
I wanna play
Fucking
Soma
Soma.
next.
Yeah, Soma's
Yeah,
you
really
gotta play
good.
Soma. Soma's
I
so
want to
good.
play Soma next, but I just.
It's not even that scary. As coming from somebody who plays.
It's not scary. It's just really good.
It's so what I'm gonna say is it's
Anyways,
so it's
let me wrap up the show before you guys get
no.
into.
I want to say this for the streamers here in case they're curious about Soma and don't know if they want to try it.
I have a full playthrough
Soma-
of that over on my YouTube channel.
Soma is like a psychological thriller. It's more like the sort of like Vertigo as opposed to Psycho. Like you're not afraid. There are monsters in it, but you're not afraid of them so much. With the thing that's spine chilling is the concept.
There's a lot of sphincters involved.
There's a lot of sphincters involved. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
a lot of
definitely.
butt touching in that game.
Yeah.
I might have to play it.
Yeah. All right,
I
guys.
think I want to get it, so.
You can go check out the Soma playthrough on my YouTube channel if you want. Other than that, we're gonna sign off. Thank you very much for joining us. We out of here. I'm gonna send the love forward and host someone after this. So definitely stick around if you want to find someone new to hang out with. All right, guys. We out. Later.
Bye.